The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are, your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
Uccello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone from a variety of handcrafted pizzas along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50 plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to uccellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
Rapid Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grsof.com.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple: to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people?
Hi, my name is Anna Wypich, the 2025 Miss Basketball. For athletes and busy students, getting your wisdom teeth removed can kind of seem like a big deal. But here at the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, they make it a comfortable experience. They also help with dental implants and tooth extractions. For great oral care when you need it, call the Center for Oral Surgery today.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are, your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
Well, hi again, everyone, and welcome to another Friday night of high school basketball. Tonight we're live from South Christian High School for the annual rivalry matchup between the South Christian Sailors and the Catholic Central Cougars. My name is Bob Sack. I'll have all the play-by-play for you tonight of the doubleheader, the girls' game first, followed by the boys' game. Kirk Copeland's alongside for the color analysis of the girls' game first, and Rick Wesley will join us later for the analysis of the guys' game. Kurt, another cold, chilly December Friday night, but man, it's going to be hot and warm and exciting in here tonight.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of these over the years, these fantastic South Christian versus Catholic Central girls matchups, going all the way back to when your daughter played in 2014. Just a great matchup, great communities. We're excited about this one.
It is a matchup between two teams that are 2-0. Both figure to have great aspirations in their league races this year, and it should be a terrific girls matchup tonight between Catholic Central and South Christian. We're going to head down to the court tonight for the opening comments, prayer, and national anthem. Catholic Central comes into this game 2-0 thanks to a couple of wins over Byron Center and East Grand Rapids, beating Byron Center 55-47 and East Grand Rapids 67-38. Their starting lineup tonight features Haley Derlin, the senior point guard. She'll wear number 3. Potent backcourt between her and Jaya Chandler, number 5, the senior. Up front is Lily Engstrom, along with Peyton Fellows, and Ella Picarazzi is the fourth starter. Cougars coached by Nicole Fellows. South Christian tonight will start the senior Lizzie Woltheis at a guard. Lexi Vermas, the sophomore, starts at a forward. Meredith Helmus, another forward. She's a junior. Abby Prins up front. And in the backcourt, the senior point guard, Sophia Prins. Sailors, of course, coached by Erica Brown. Kirk Copeland, your keys to this one as we get set for a great matchup here between South Christian and Catholic Central.
As you look at Catholic Central, the ball's really going to go through 2 people, Chandler and Fellows. They are the top 2 players on their team. They're going to try to look to score early and get some rhythm, so it's going to be important for South Christian to stop those 2 players early and often.
Prins will jump it up against Chandler, and we are underway from South Christian. The Sailors also 2-0. Last Friday night, they knocked off Unity Christian 60-50. And then on Tuesday, another 10-point win over Holland Christian. Catholic Central goes to work with Chandler on the low right block. Couldn't hit the short jumper off the glass. Prins comes away with it quickly ahead to Helmus. Leaves it for Abby Prins. She'll try to cycle it back around. Stolen away by Lily Engstrom, but her foot was on the line out of bounds. And South Christian will have the basketball.
It's going to be important for South tonight to get some early rhythm offensively, see some shots go down. We would really love to see some really good production from the older Prins and Woltheis crew.
These 2 teams met last year. South won at 52-49. Just another in the addition of great rivalry between these 2. Lizzie Woltheis with a nice scoop shot off the left side of the glass. And Kirk, good to see her going tough night last Friday with Unity Christian really containing her.
Really want to see her confidence start to grow throughout the season.
Shot no good by Derland. Sailors control ahead to Woltheis to an open corner jumper from Helmus. That's too strong, out of bounds. It'll stay with South Christian.
One of the bright spots so far early on in this season for South has been Lexi Vermas, the sophomore, has really played at a high level her first 2 varsity games. Hustle plays, rebounds, putbacks. Hopefully she has another good game tonight.
Really saw that last Friday against Unity Christian, just all over the floor defensively and on the rebounds. Here's an inside post feed to Abby Prins. Couldn't control it off her foot and out of bounds. Turnover to Catholic Central.
And in these rivalry games, you really want these girls to settle in and get rid of those nerves. There's a lot out there tonight for sure.
Great rivalry. These 2 teams have been going at it for years. Here's a steal by Prins. Took it away from Chandler. Run out ahead to Helmus. Left-handed layup off the glass is good. Good work by Sophia Prins finding Helmus for the 2.
And Helmus has had a really good start to the year, both scoring and defensively. She's really improved her game. It's really fun to see.
Sailors with some pressure, half-court pressure. Cougars find an open left-wing jumper from Peyton Fellows. Erica Brown was worried about her as one of the 3 really to watch. You talked about Jaya Chandler as well as Haley Derland, and Fellows might be that 3rd. 4-3 here, just underway in the first quarter. And long 2 launched by Woltheis, and we talked about her needing off to a hot start. She's got a couple of deuces to propel the Sailors to a 6-3 lead as she hit that one from 17 feet. Cougars break the press. Chandler had an open look, slicing down the left side of the lane, couldn't finish, and Vermas tracks down the loose ball. Chandler with some good looks already, but has not been able to make them fall. On the other end, Abby Prins with a 3. And it's 9-3. South Christian, it's a 1-2-2 full court press. And it's proved to be a bit disruptive here. Good drive by Engstrom as she beat the press and drew the foul from Helmus. Sometimes, Kurt, that press isn't always designed to steal the ball, just to take the offense out of their rhythm a little bit.
And Coach Fellows on the Catholic Central bench has coached a lot of games and is really talented when it comes to dissecting X's and O's. So I imagine she's going to have a counter punch for whatever South Christian provides.
And if you're an aggressive attacking offense, you want to punish the defense for pressing, and you do that with a fast break out of the press as opposed to just crashing the half court. Engstrom hits 2 free throws. 9-5. 5.5 to go against a press of their own. Catholic Central fouls Sophia Prinz.
Sophia is such a good ball handler that if you really want to apply as much pressure as you can early on from a defensive perspective, but she can make you pay. So it's a little bit of a catch-22.
Cougars steal it on that pass. Good play by Chandler. Engstrom got free. Meredith Helmus was able to deflect the shot. Stepped on the line. It'll stay with South Christian. You try to beat that press with a passing game, but at some point, the ball handlers have to take over and beat the timeline. Officials tonight, Jason Martin. Good to see him out there. A couple of roles he has, pretty big in high school basketball around the area.
Love to see guys like that give back to the communities.
Heads up the AAU program, the Storm, has for many years. Between the rings, Engstrom now, watched by Helmus. Crossover dribble, she'll pound the rock to the left side, and then as she left it off for Picarazzi, shuffled her feet, turnover back to South Christian. Ella Picarazzi, a senior, been around a long time, seems like. A lot of games, and a lot of kids in these programs starting in the varsity as freshmen and sophomores. South Christian breaks the press, Prinz into the front court, spins down the lane on Picarazzi. Just couldn't get the roll, though. And the Cougars come away with it. Catholic Central finds an open Fellows left wing 3. Off the front of the rim for Moss. Grabs the carom quickly ahead to Prinz, who finds Woltheis for an open 3 in the right corner. That's off the flange. Run out ahead to Haley Derlin, pushing it hard against Helmus. Drew the hack as she rose up for the layup. Interesting, Kurt, just to see Catholic Central in navy blue jerseys. What happened to the royal blue?
Yeah, it looks to me, from my vantage point, a little dark gray, royal, right? It looks a little unique. Give me the old traditional.
So basically you're telling me I'm colorblind.
I don't know. We're far away. Remind me I need to adjust my glasses.
High above South Christian's gym here in the Kurt Copeland Memorial Press Box. I shouldn't say memorial.
No,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, best way, right?
Whatever
here.
works.
That's
Whatever
right.
works.
Derlin could not hit the first free throw. Second one on its way. That's good. Check that. She got them both. Haley Derlin, the senior, another multi-year starter for this Catholic Central team. Helmus beats the press, leaves for Woltheis. Right wing 3 is short. Chased down by Regnery. Back to Natalie Woltheis now in the game. She couldn't hit the triple. And the scramble for the ball results in a foul.
You love to see that from Vermont. She's all over the boards early on, scrapping and clawing. Any loose balls out there, Lexi's going to be on the floor for it.
Kurt, you've coached a long time. What's it like to coach siblings on a team?
You know, there's a unique dynamic because depending on the age and whatnot, but you love to see them support each other and help each other, and that just kind of feeds off. And you want that, that sisterhood within your program as much as you can.
Prinz with good penetration against that 1-2-2 zone. Hit Natalie Woltheis in the left corner. 3 was off the mark, but South Christian with another offensive rebound. Sailors doing a good job on the offensive glass. Prinz slices her way down the left side. Good bounce pass underneath the Vermas, but an equally good defensive play by Jaya Chandler. Swatted away that layup. It'll be South Christian's ball with 3:40 to go here in this first quarter. Sailors up 9-7.
Chandler's one of the better athletes we're going to see all season long, and that was on display right there.
Helmus will trigger it in against a 2-3 zone. So Woltheis, the sophomore. Kinley Regnery, the freshman, number 14 into the game. Prince top side. Flips it to Meredith Helms, and she'll set it up between the rings against that 2-3 zone, confounding the Sailors a little bit here as they try to find Vermas underneath. Kicked out of bounds again by Chandler.
Key with the zone defense is when you're attacking that is you really want to slow things down, make efficient passes, and Catholic's making it difficult on the Sailors so far.
Whistle and a timeout. We'll take one as well. Just underway, 9-7, midway through the first quarter on Michigan Sports Radio.
Hi, my name is Anna Wypich, the 2025 Miss Basketball. For athletes and busy students, getting your wisdom teeth removed can kind of seem like a big deal. But here at the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, they make it a comfortable experience. They also help with dental implants and tooth extractions. For great oral care when you need it, call the Center for Oral Surgery today.
Back at South Christian, Bob Sack alongside Kurt Copeland here on this chilly Friday night. But hot inside with a rivalry between South Christian and Catholic Central. The first of two. Girls just underway here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. South Christian again working against that almost like a matchup zone, isn't it?
Yeah,
at
it's
this point?
really impressive to watch Catholic kind of move and flow within the defensive end.
Lexi Vermas trapped in the right corner. Skip pass to Regnery. She'll leave for Helmus to Prinz, back to Helmus. And right now, South struggling to get an open shot. They get one out of the left wing. Regnery had a good look. Wouldn't go, but there's Lexi Vermas again with another offensive rebound. Sheds the defender, steps back, couldn't hit the long two. Derlin controls the weak side rebound for Catholic Central.
5th total rebound for Vermont so far.
Head to Chandler, good runner in the lane over Vermas, wouldn't go, and Regnery yanks down the boards. Head to Helmus, crossover dribble at the right elbow, good move, finds an open Prinz, left corner jumper, got it. Oh, in and out, everything but down by Sophia Prinz. Lid on the bucket right now for South after jumping out to a 9-3 lead. Front court, Derlin drives on Helmus, good take, lofts up that left right-handed runner and then drew the foul on Meredith Helmus. Haley Derlin back to the free throw stripe with a chance to tie it up.
And that's Helmus' second foul on in a tricky spot there. She's trying to get up as straight up as she can and not make contact, but good job by Derlin drawing the contact.
Derlin can't hit the first one. Last day of classes today. I suppose everybody in a good mood as Christmas break begins. Is that an understatement?
Understatement of the year so far. Everybody's ready to get a little bit of break. It's been a good semester. It's been a long semester, but everybody's ready to enjoy the holiday season.
South Christian girls back in action Monday night at Grand Rapids Christian, so they still have one more game before Christmas. Guys will play tonight, of course, and then have participation in the Cornerstone tournament on Monday, the 29th of December. Sailors offense back to work. Prinz with a good drive, and as she elevated for the shot, Derlin tied her up and then fell out of bounds. It'll stay with South Christian. It's a really suffocating Catholic Central defense right now.
And if you're Coach Brown, you really want to get Sophia Prinz involved. You want to see her attack. Don't get frustrated. Keep taking that ball to the rim.
Abby Prinz triggers to her sister Sophia. Abby with that versatility, able to handle the ball despite her size. Yeah, it's a matchup zone as Woldheis gets an open look from the right point and buries it. Big shot from Lizzie Woldheis. That's how you beat the zone.
And if Catholic has to get a hand in her face every time she shoots the ball because she's lethal.
Three on the other end from Derlin. That's left short. But Engstrom, or rather Fellows, is able to take the rebound away. And her three is off the mark. head to Vermas. Sailors trying to run. Woltheis eyes the three. Fires it right elbow to Vermas. Knocked away, and Vermas will recover at the right point. Prinz, top side, leaves for sister Sophia. Dribbles with her right hand, spins to the left elbow. Leaves for Woltheis. Good ball fake. Drove to the bucket and then was entangled down at the left block and jump ball as she fell to the ground.
Chandler's got really quick hands on the defensive end. Able to just get a little swipe there on Woltheis as she was trying to get the shot fake and work to the basket. So really good defense by Chandler.
Sailors with 2 threes so far, Kurt. I think that's going to be really critical in this game because the tough defense on the interior makes it difficult to score. Good inbounds play there. Found Prinz at the left block, and as she hoisted up that 5-footer, she was fouled. Shot wouldn't go, but she'll go to the line. Sailors right now with Natalie Woltheis, sister Lizzie, the other sister tandem of Sophia and Abby Prinz, and Lexi Vermas. Now Woltheis sits down. Meredith Helmus back in the lineup. Got them both, did Sophia Prinz, her first points of the game. So common, it seems, after watching South for a couple of years, really 3 years, as Chandler with a good hard drive, but again, unable to finish, and Vermas wrestles the rebound away from Piccarazzi. Has her pass picked off, though, by Engstrom, right into the hands of Chandler, who lays it in. The first points for Chandler. She obviously can score, and once she gets that first shot to drop, look out. Here's a nice parting of the Red Sea right down the lane, and Abby Prinz all the way to the cup for an easy 2. It's 16-10 with last shot time for Derland as she drives, can't hit, and that's the way the first quarter will end. But a good one, 16-10, South Christian on top after one here from South Christian. Second quarter coming up next on Michigan Sports Radio.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with AutoPay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap. The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor, we'll fix it in a snap.
For over 85 years, Sobey Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor, specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. Sobey has been a part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, along with Byron Center Christian renovations and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Sobey's skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project truly a reality. That's the Sobey Company here in Grand Rapids. 16-10 as we start the second quarter. Kurt, your thoughts on the first 8 minutes?
Really clean, smooth first up and back first quarter. I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with Vermas now on her 6th rebound. She got to keep grinding it out down there against the post players of Catholic.
Down by 6, Jai Chandler working on Prinz. Right block, fall away jumper around and out. That's a good looking shot by Chandler. She wrestles the rebound away and can't hit the follow-up. Ball tipped around and off the hands of Abby Prinz. Boy, Jai Chandler's physical.
She's got some strength. She's got some speed and athleticism. I'm sure she's a joy to coach. She plays really, really hard from baseline to baseline.
She's had good looks at the low post, just has not been able to get them to fall. But it's clear that's what Nicole Fellows wants to do, is find her ace down low. Catholic now with Piccarazzi, along with Fellows, Derland, Chandler, and Engstrom. Good take by Haley Derland. Again, she'll go to the line as she drew contact from Kinley Regnery, and that is her game. Derland seems to be able to show and go and draw contact.
Really quick first step, especially in your matchup against a freshman. Kinley's done a really good job this year of recovering after she gets beat, but that time the experience of Derland paid off.
Derlin with 4 points, all of them from the stripe so far. Catholic Central, their pre-break schedule is not done either after tonight. They're at Rockford tomorrow, and that should be a great matchup as well. Derlin gets the second free throw.
Really like to see all these big preseason non-conference matchups. It's great for the game.
Really is. Really just, it's a jump start to the high school seasons. Prinz at the right elbow has it poked away, but recovered by Abby Prinz. Her shot wouldn't go. There's Regnery with the rebound. Battle for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with South Christian. Avery Lutke, a sophomore now into the game. She wears number 32.
She saw a lot of early minutes against Holland Christian on Monday and played a really, really tough game, both rebounding and scoring. So it's good to see her get some minutes here early.
Regnery drives the lane, kicks it out to Woldheis, eyes the three now, dribbles it and kicks it out to Prinz for a left wing three. That's no good, but there's Regnery again. Another offensive rebound for the freshman, and she pops it through.
She's crazy athletic. She's got unbelievable hops, and she's got a good sense for, rebounding and where the ball comes off the rim. So that's really good to see.
18-12. South Christian on top. Here's a give and go to Derlin. Has it jabbed away by Prinz into the hands, though, of Picarazzi. Back to Engstrom, and they'll reset with Peyton Fellows, the junior. Leaves for Chandler. High arcing three from 22 feet over Regnery, and that swishes through.
She's got a complete game all the way on both sides of the floor.
First time we've seen the perimeter, the third level from Jaya Chandler. It was impressive there. A 3-point game. Spinning in the lane is Prinz, and she'll reset to Sophia Prinz. Woldheis trying to get a step on Fellows. Does, but the shot was altered by Peyton Fellows. Hit the bottom of the board, and here come the Cougars. Derlin looking for Chandler down low. She's got her against Prinz, and again, her little fall-away jumper from the block just rims out. And Abby controls the rebound.
Really good. We call that a launch pad. When you get down there on the block, you go straight up, avoid the contact, but alter the shot. That was really nice by Abby.
Prinz coast to coast, spinning in the lane. Couldn't get the layup to fall. And Lutke is there for the follow and spins it home.
Avery's got really soft hands. He does a really good job of catching the ball and put it back. That's her game. Well done by Avery.
5:32 to go here in the second quarter. South Christian up 20-15. Derlin, right wing to Fellows, tucked away by Prinz, and just hit the line as she poked it away.
I don't know, from up here it looks pretty. Even Timmy's looking at me saying that wasn't even close. Maybe they called a foul. Called a foul. I was going to say, it didn't look out of bounds to hear from us.
No. Tim had the angle as well. He was right on the line. You would have thrown the flag on that one, right? Thrown the challenge flag.
Challenge that thing.
Just the second foul this quarter on South Christian. Catholic Central does not have any. Sailors have led most of the way. Led 16-10 after the first quarter. After having that 6-point lead be their largest. Interior pass to Picarazzi is knocked away by Regnery into the hands of Lexi Vermas. Motors into the front court, leaves for Prinz, who drops it off to her sister Abby in the left corner. Three splashes down.
Started with some really good help defense on the backside from Avery, and if you can get those shots to fall, good things are going to happen.
Derlin gets a nice screen up top from Picarazzi. Left-handed layup, rolls off. Lucky with another rebound. Sailors up by 8, their largest lead. Prinz on the move, right wing to Vermas. Drives the baseline, kicks it left corner to Regnery. That's a good-looking shot, Kurt. She drills it from the left corner. How about the freshman, Kinley Regnery, with 5 and some rebounds? It's 26-15, 4:25 to go. Nicole Fellows wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Sailors up by 11.
in your decision to donate blood. More than you know. A few moments of your time sparks moments like these. Hope is in all the moments that matter. And it's in all of us. Schedule your donation today at varsity.org. Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
While we were away, good steal by Abby Prinz, fed Sophia for the layup. And South Christian on that fast break bucket leads 28-15. Cougars miss the jumper. Quickly back the other way comes South, and Sophia Prinz threw it away looking for Abby down low.
7th total rebound so far for Vermas. Let's see that total keep going. She feels like she's in the right spot in the right time, in addition to closing out and finding a body.
You called it early in the game, just talking about what she brings, and she complements this lineup so well. She's not an offensive prolific player, but just gives you what you need on a team that's got a lot of potent offense.
They need a little toughness, and Lexi provides that.
Boy, she shows it again there. She blocks Chandler, got a little body on her, and then rejected the shot, quickly delivers on the other end to Prinz. Couldn't hit the right-handed layup, but the Sailors control it with Abby Prinz, tipping it to Vermas. Ball loose on the floor, out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Christian. So what do you think Lexi learned from her brother Jake and brother Charlie in the world of basketball and athletics?
I imagine from my conversations with Mom and Dad, a lot of battles in the driveway, a lot of late-night hoops, a lot of frustration, probably a lot of tears, but, holding each other accountable is what we call that.
Abby Prinz with a good take all the way to the hole. She motors down the left side of that lane for an easy 2, and it's 30-15. What feels like a close game, Kirch, has been blown open here by South Christian. Entry pass from Chandler into Fellows, knocked away. Sailors running again. Prinz to Vermas. Couldn't get the ball to fall in the layup. Fellows controls the rebound to Chandler, and she threw it away. And I think right now Catholic Central's flustered.
I feel like South is doing a really good job of taking care of opportunities. Abby does a really good job of controlling her body and getting to the hoop. A lot of times I wish she would go a little bit stronger, but she's got such control with the side steps and the spins. She's playing her game really well tonight.
Sailors on a 12-0 run against that half-court press. Catholic knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with South Christian. 2:34 to go here in the first half. It was 18-15, but really it's South's defense that has triggered this 12-0 streak here. Now Catholic goes with a 1-2-2. That leaves Vermas down open at the right block. Oh, nice pass. Skips it to the left corner for an open 3 from Woltheis. Short. Sailors control with Abby Prinz. Now they feed her in the post, and she fires over to Vermas, who will try from a right corner 3. That's no good, and a foul on Regnery on the rebound.
South has done a really good job so far of second chance opportunities and limiting Catholic Central to their one-and-done game. Just an unfortunate mistake there. Abby got caught in a bad spot.
Sailors with a little bit of size advantage tonight, but I think more than anything, they're just working hard.
100% agree.
2 minutes to go. 30-15. Fellows to Chandler between the rings. Guns to the left side to Engstrom. Back to Derlin. Long 3 from 26 feet out. Rolls off the right side. There's Vermas with another board. Races into the front court, leaves for Regnery. Back to Vermas. She wants that 3, Kurt. She looked like she had that gleam in her eye to take the 3. Instead, she'll set for Abby Prinz. Sophia open for a left point three. That swishes through.
I love you, Lex, but sometimes you want that one shooting the ball. Good decision there. Great flow of the offense by South.
33-15, 15-0 run. Here's long three from Fellows, and right now South has Catholic settling for really low percentage shots. Press knocks it out of bounds. Derlin off the leg of Woldheis.
I think if you're Coach Brown here, you feel comfortable with where you're at. Let's get into the flow of the offense here, get a good offensive possession, and get a good look at the bucket.
Lizzie Woldheis has been quiet here in the second quarter, but she was really the one that got South propelled early on, didn't she?
We need to see those shots fall early for her, and that opens everything up for everybody else.
Prinz, left wing, good fake, drives with the right hand, now the wheels around and drops home a little teardrop from 8 feet out. Sophia Prinz going to work. She now has 9 points to lead the Sailors. Her sister Abby has 8, Woldheis has 7.
And this is the first time in the first 3 games that you've really seen Soph get into her offensive rhythm.
Chandler, good take again, couldn't finish at the bucket. Rebound controlled by Vermas and then stolen away on the outlet pass by Engstrom. Abby Prinz altered her layup, so to Sophie, quickly down to Regnery, who unselfishly dumps it to Woldheis, streaking down the right side. Her shot was blocked, but she drew contact. She'll go to the line for 2.
Whether it's in the fast break or in the half-court setting, the ball is moving really, really smoothly for South, and that's leading to some really good high percentage shots.
Woldheis couldn't hit the first one. Erica Brown told me before the game, just wanted to see a little more of that sort of flow in the offensive passing compared to last week. I think she felt the Unity game, though a 10-point win, the offense was a little stale at times.
And it starts and ends with Soph. She's the one who gets things going, and when she can get her rhythm, it just flows for everybody else. So that's definitely been on display.
Derlin probing the right side of the paint. Leaves for Engstrom, who now will look for Chandler. An 18-0 run here. Engstrom can't break that with a good slash to the rim on the right side of the paint. Prinz into the front court. She's fouled. Just the second team on on Catholic Central with 10 seconds to go. And Catholic can burn a couple of fouls here as South gets poised to take the last shot of the first half. What a second quarter it's been. South Christian has outscored Catholic 20-5. Woldheis, good take down the left side of the lane, up off the glass and in. Lizzie Woldheis with another one. 38-15. South Christian finishes the first half on a 20-0 run, and they have blown this one wide open here at the break. Coming up, the Sobey Company halftime show, but first it's a chance to tell you about Burgess Surveying. They're a privately owned company that has been serving the West Michigan community and state for over 15 years. They establish a wide variety of surveying services, whether you are a homeowner who is looking to establish your property lines or a large commercial contractor who wants its project to be completed efficiently and timely. Burgess Surveying can meet your needs. They strive to build long-lasting professional relationships built on trust with each of their clients. They're located in downtown Byron Center. Give them a call or check them out at burgesssurveying.com. You'll be sure to have a great experience. Just had the Sobey halftime show. We'll take you down to East Lansing where John Ross has this week's edition of This Week in High School Sports. And after that, we'll come back, give you stats from the first half, and talk a little bit about this prolific South Christian offense and really defense that has the Sailors leading 38-15 here at the break. That's all ahead on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Weingards is bringing a new level of convenience with their at-home maintenance service. That's right, they come to you. Their expert technicians roll up to your driveway with genuine parts and trusted care. No loading, no drop-offs, just winning service that keeps your equipment running strong season after season. Don't sit on the sidelines. Schedule today at Weingards.com and experience the Weingards way.
Weingards, everything from road to snow.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
For exceptional oral care from Grand Rapids to Reed City, trust the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. With 2 convenient locations in Rockford and Grand Rapids, we make even complex procedures seem easy. Whether you need wisdom teeth removed, multiple tooth extractions, or a dental implant consultation, we offer flexible scheduling. Our team works seamlessly with your general dentist to provide safe and accessible care. Call us today at 616-361-7327 or visit GrandRapidsOralSurgery.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
You hear that? That's Service Professor fixing your drain, sewer, plumbing, electrical, heating, or cooling, and fixing it in a snap.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with AutoPay. Visit surfinternet.com.
Records fall during a fantastic end to the girls' Lower Peninsula swimming and diving season, and 6 teams, 2 football, 4 volleyball, earn MHSAA finals wins. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Let's start on the gridiron with our 8-player football finals played at the Superior Dome in Marquette. In Division I, Martin made the nearly 450-mile trip to northern Michigan worth it as they won a 3rd title in 4 years, knocking off Blanchard Montebello 52-8. Halen Buell scored 3 times for the Clippers and ran for 179 yards. As a team, Martin racked up almost 500 total yards of offense. They end the year undefeated 13-0. Montebello ends 11-2. In Division II, Portland St. Patrick won its first 8-player title, beating North Dickinson 53-0. St. Patrick had played in the 8-player finals in 2017, 2019, and 2020, losing all 3 times before this year's championship run. 7 different Shamrocks scored, including Hudson King, who scored 2 times. King rushed for a game-high 120 yards. St. Patrick finishes the year 13-0. It was North Dickinson's first loss of the year. For more on both games, check out all the coverage at MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, West Bloomfield swimmer Elizabeth Eichbrecht. She completed career sweeps in the 200 and 500 free and posted all finals record times in both events. The 400-yard freestyle relay team at Farmington Hills Mercy, needing a win in the last race of the Division II finals, Avery Tack, Campbell Shore, Lila Collins, and Ella Hafner did just that, giving Mercy its 3rd straight Lower Peninsula Division II championship. And to East Grand Rapids swimmer Ellery Chandler, she was first in 2 individual events and on 2 first-place relay teams in leading EGR to a 3rd straight Division III Lower Peninsula girls title.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
During the 11-player football finals, coaches will have the ability to challenge plays, but there are some limitations to what they can challenge. First, a team must have a timeout available and call it to initiate a review. Second, there are a limited number of items that can be reviewed. Those include catch or no catch, ball carrier in or out of bounds, forwards or backwards pass, and a handful of others. If successful, the coach will be given back the timeout. In overtime, coaches can challenge once, no matter how many overtime periods are played, and only if they have a timeout. All potential scoring and turnover plays will continue to be automatically reviewed.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. In Battle Creek, 4 girls volleyball champions were crowned at Kellogg Arena. Let's start with the action in Division 1. Farmington Hills Mercy needed 4 sets to down Bloomfield Hills in the finals after going to a 5th set to beat Byron Center in the semifinals. This is Mercy's 2nd D1 title in the last 3 years and 3rd in the last 7. In Division 2, Detroit Country Day lost the first set of their semifinal match with Grand Rapids Christian, but then won the next 6, winning the semifinal 3-1 and then beating Flat Rock in straight sets to win their 2nd straight MHSAA championship. In Division 3, Kingsley won its first volleyball title, knocking off defending champion Kalamazoo Christian in 4 sets. The Stags dropped the first set, but won the next 3 in convincing fashion. Kingsley needed all 5 sets to dispatch of Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central in the semis. And in Division 4, Fowler won its first girls volleyball title, sweeping Mendon. The Eagles were on the ropes in the semifinals, losing sets 3 and 4 to Crystal Falls Forest Park before winning in 5 to set up their championship. For more on all 4 girls volleyball matches, head on over to MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Welcome back to South Christian High School, where the Sailors are right now in control over Catholic Central in the girls basketball first game of the doubleheader. Quick scoring total: South Christian led by Lizzie Woldheis and Abby Prins, each with 10, 9 for Sophia Prins. For Catholic Central, Haley Derlin and Jai Chandler each with 5. And Kurt, some stats from Tim Chenoweth that really show how well South is playing.
If you compare the two teams in their field goal percentage, Catholic Central shooting under 15%, with the Sailors shooting 48%. Massive difference there. And you look at the total rebounds, single digits total rebounds for Catholic Central, 7, 22 for South Christian. That's the difference in the game right now.
38-15. Sailors on top by virtue of a 22-5 second quarter that saw South Christian rattle off and is still on a 20-0 scoring run here. Sailors start the second half. Great ball movement. Woldheis finds Abby Prins underneath, and she lays it in. And the run continues, 22-0. Haley Derlin spins at the right elbow. Kicks it to an open right corner. 3 for Peyton Fellows, and she finally breaks the streak. 22-point run for South. Broken there by Fellows with the 3. Back the other way against that press. Vermas zips it into the corner, too far for Woldheis, out of bounds. So, Kurt, if you're Nicole Fellows, what did you say at halftime? Down 23.
I think you just want to be able to see the ball go in the bucket through a couple possessions. The game is 100% not over, but you want to get into an offensive rhythm and slow down the South Christian offense.
Back the other way. Here's Chandler with a good, strong move along the left baseline. She lays it in. That's 5 in a row, and South Christian throws it away as the Cougars start to get a little bit of effect. I think the other thing they've got to do is keep going to Jaya Chandler. And
yes.
Wherever she is, figure out how to get her the ball, because she's going to get those dropped.
And Fellows hits a big one to start the half to stop the bleeding. go back to Chandler here and really try to get some really good post looks.
Piccarazzi trying to fight her way down the right side of the lane, tied up nicely by Abby Prinz. Jump ball will stay with Catholic Central. Chandler leads the Cougars tonight with 7 points. Try the entry pass. Lexi Vermas with a good defensive play, but Chandler recovers and then lays it in. Those are the shots that weren't going in the first half. She's dropped 2 in a row.
That was a really good job of pausing, holding, and floating in the air by Chandler.
Open right corner. Lizzie Woltheis around and out. No, but there's Lexi Vermas with the rebound. She couldn't hit it. Battle for the ball. Prinz controls, dumps it to Vermas, and how about that offensive board work by the Sailors?
Second chance opportunities again here in the second half are showing up.
Lexi Vermas with her first bucket of the game, but boy, she has done so much on the defensive end and rebounding. Back the other way, Sophia Prinz leaves for an open 3 from Abby on the left wing. That's off. But Vermas with another offensive rebound.
It's good.
11 offensive rebounds. 11 total for the Sailors, many of them by Vermas. Down low.
As good as South Christian was last year, the tremendous team they were lacking a little bit of interior toughness when it came to cleaning up the glass. Vermas has filled that role so well as a sophomore. Not being asked to do too many things, but get in there, grind it out, get your team some chances. It's been really fun.
You're talking about a team that went 24-3 last year, just to really amplify what can be this year. All the way to the quarterfinals last year before Catholic Central, or rather West Catholic, ended South Christian's terrific season. First free throw good by Abby Prinz. Got them both. Doubling up the score. The Sailors right now up 44-22. Chandler shakes and bakes along the right block. Couldn't hit the floater from the right baseline from 10. Ripped out of there by Abby Prinz. Ahead to Sophia. She'll drive on Alyssa Yost, who's now into the game, wearing number 25 for Catholic Central. Sailors reset with Prinz, slashing down the left side to the point, dumps it off to Lizzie Woltheis, and she cans the 3. 47-22, a 25-point lead. South weathered that little storm by Catholic Central and re-established themselves in full control of this game and expanded the lead to 25.
So that's what you get with a veteran team. Things weren't going well offensively. They slowed it down. They kicked it out. Prinz was able to manage it, get it to a shooter for a really high percentage shot for Lizzie.
Sailors led 38-15 at the half, 16-10 after one quarter. They've been in control this entire game, wire to wire so far. Chandler down low, doubled by Vermas and Prinz, and they'll get Prinz for the hack.
Actually, jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. What a terrific two-timing double team there by South.
Abby's crafty. She's got the ability to kind of slide those hands in there and really frustrate Chandler down on the offensive end.
How good has Lexi Vermas been, though? She's drawn the responsibility, 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here, of checking Chandler, and the sophomore has battled the senior toe-to-toe.
And a lot of times when you get a sophomore in that spot, things get sped up a little bit. The heart rate gets increased a little bit. She seems as cool as a cucumber and really has done a good job of just doing her job and doing it really, really well.
You have worked hard to provide for your family and build a meaningful life. Now it's time to make sure your wealth reflects what matters most. At North Coast Wealth Advisors helps successful families create plans that honor what matters most: faith, generosity, and the legacy they want to leave behind. Comprehensive guidance, clear strategies, personalized service. Call Mark Zichterman and the North Coast team today or visit northcoastwealthadvisors.com. North Coast Wealth Advisors, member SIPC and NYSE. Tell you another thing, too, about these non-conference games in December that's such a so many marquee games. Kids get, I would assume, just really juiced up for these.
You want to play against good competition. We noticed that in football over the years, is that kids want to play in big games, big crowds, good games. That's exciting for them.
South against that pressure defense, terrific ball movement. Find Vermas down low, and she flips it over to the other side of the lane to a cutting Abby Prinz. Couldn't hit the layup, but she will go to the line after the foul.
You could tell that is something that Coach Brown has emphasized this week throughout practice, is moving the ball and getting quality shots.
Abby Prinz with 14 points. Wonder about the one-on-one driveway battles between those two sisters.
I would like to see Dad get involved and maybe do a little fight 21 and see who really walks out victorious there.
Splits the pair, and the lead is 26, 48 to 22.
I don't know if kids play fight 21 anymore, but that's what we did back in the day.
I don't know that I know what that is, and I know a lot about basketball. What is fight 21?
It's like a one-on-one and scratch and claw and fight and score as many points as you can.
Got it, okay.
Usually ends up with tears and blood from one of the siblings.
Beautiful steal by Meredith Helmus, coast to coast for the layup.
Meredith's such a really good athlete. She's got quick hands, and her speed is unmatched. Really good job getting to the rim.
28-point margin. Catholic Central last year 16-8, 8-2 in their conference, all the way to the regional semis against West Catholic. As Haley Derland can't hit the runner along the right side. Vermas with the rebound and another foul on the Cougars. Kurt, every year's different, and every year presents an opportunity to have great success. Early stages, this team looks really good. How much is this program sort of built toward the 25-26 campaign?
Well, if you look at these girls and what they do in the offseason, the ones that are playing multi-sports, I think that's on display here. But the ones who don't play a lot of basketball, and it's really on display here how they play within such poise.
And I tell you, the gumption down low to go to the offensive boards on display there again as Prinz grabbed the rebound off the missed shot from Lutke down low. She'll go to the stripe one more time.
There's nothing more defeating or exciting as a coach as a second chance opportunities. I'm sure Coach Brown is loving every second of it, and I'm sure Coach Fellows is really starting to get frustrated.
It's like a downfield block in football, right? He springs that runner for another chance.
We talk about explosive plays. More explosive plays, more scores, more wins. Perimeter blocking is a huge part of that. We emphasize that like crazy.
52-22. The lead has grown to 30 as Engstrom dribbles down the right side of the paint. Drops it off for an open three from Fellows. It's short. Prinz controls the boards. First half stats again had South Christian doubling up on the rebounds, 22-11. They've continued that dominance here in the third quarter. Good ball movement. Regnery finds an open right wing three from Prinz. Bounces off the rim into the hands of Derlin, out to Engstrom on the run out, but there's Abby Prinz hustling back on defense to deflect that layup out of bounds.
Last year in that situation, Abby would have totally cleared the girl with the body, still would have got the ball, would have drawn a foul. Right there, she does a really good job of being athletic and just getting the tip on that.
Cougars back to work with Derlin on a running left-hander. She left it short. Prinz with the rebound, and on the run out, zips it out of bounds, intended for Regnery.
And you love the idea of pushing the pace and keeping the gas pedal down. Just want to make sure we're making good, clean, crisp passes in the fast break opportunities.
Early thoughts, Kurt, on the league race for the girls?
I think at this point you really look at, we've kind of, from a South Christian standpoint, we haven't really fallen off a ton. Wayland's lost a little bit, West Catholic lost a little bit, but there's still going to be some really good rivalry battles here in the OK Gold.
Chandler's drive to the bucket rolled off, but there for the putback is Alyssa Yost, the junior, with her first two. Breaks that run again for South Christian. That was a 10-0 run. Good press break, finds Lutke cutting down the lane. She leaves the left-hander short, out of bounds. Again, battle for the rebound, and South Christian will control it on the tip out by Catholic Central.
So Sophia's out of the game now, so the point guard responsibilities fall on Helmuth, who dabbles in just a little bit of everything when it comes to basketball. So it's really fun to see her grow in that role as well.
2:36 to go in the third quarter. You know, that's part of the game today, too. Positionless basketball, we like to call it. And the more you can get kids playing 1 through 5, the better versatility you have. Nice steal by the Cougars on the fast break. Derlin flies in on the left side, had her shot blocked, but then drew contact from Regnery. Haley Derlin will shoot 2 free throws. First team foul on South Christian here in the third quarter. 4 on the Cougars. Derland, who has 5 points, scoreless here in the second half, all 5 from the line. Her 6th free throw of the night falls through. She's 6 of 8 from the stripe. 52-25. Well, you talk about Vermas being poised. She really is, just handling the press really well for a sophomore. Nice lob underneath to another sophomore. Lucky dribbles into the lane, lofts it to Vermas. She'll eye the 12-footer, now step back and fire from 15 and drain it.
Flashing a little bit of all the game. Really, like you said, poise, confidence, heart rate is just flat as can be.
Three-pointer, Meredith Fellows buries it from the left wing. She has 9, all on triples. But again, after you've played in the driveway against Jake Vermas and Charlie all these years, really, how much harder can this be?
You get used to it after a while. You know, our mom, I'm sure, would join in some of the games in the driveway too and exert some of that mom strength on the boys and the daughter as well.
I am not familiar with Maria's high school career. Is it color? Is it colored and excessive?
Maria had a really good high school career, played basketball at the college level, and does a good job. So she's our junior varsity coach, and not only does a great job with the game of basketball, but is a really good, strong Christian leader and mentor for the girls. And so she does a really, really good job with that.
Back the other way, Derland drew contact again, and to the stripe, she hits her 7th free throw. And her 8th. She now has 8 points. Chandler has 9, so does Fellows. The problem is they just have 2 other players with 2 points each. Vermas breaks the press to Lutke, and then she double teamed by Yost. Engstrom dribbles it off the foot of Engstrom. It'll stay with South Christian.
So when you're getting pressed and you can have one of those non-guard players handle the ball and make good passes, that just really makes the press kind of disappear. And so Vermas has played that role really well.
Inbounds pass stolen away by Alyssa Yost all the way to the hole, had the layup but couldn't drop it through. Derland, there's a blown opportunity for Catholic Central as they had a 2-on-1, could not convert. Back the other way, Natalie Woldheis inside to Helmus, who lofts it beautifully into Lucky for the easy lip. Terrific ball movement again for South Christian.
The ball doesn't touch the floor. It's hand to hand to hand to a high percentage shot.
Chandler with an open 3 from the left wing. That high arcing try is no good. Quickly, Meredith Helmus ahead to Sophia Prinz. No, but Lucky ran the floor. Couldn't hit the follow. Knocked out of bounds to Catholic Central, but good hustle by Avery Lucky to rim run and have a chance for that easy putback.
Team speed is a strength of South Christian, and that's really wearing down on Catholic Central tonight.
Cougars only have played 7 players, and that's a great point, Curtis. Chandler finds an angle to the rim. Lucky sort of altered that shot, comes away with a rebound on the run out ahead to Prinz. She'll track it down, but couldn't save it out of bounds with 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And another one-and-done opportunity for Catholic. South is doing a great job of making those shots difficult, but then also crashing the boards and pushing the ball the other way.
Sailors have really taken the energy out of the Cougars tonight with just good ball movement on offense, solid defense. There's Chandler getting position underneath. Ball just sailed over the tip fingers of Vermas, and Chandler lays it in for an easy 2. 11 for Jaya Chandler. And I think South stepped on the line on the inbounds pass, so the quick turnover goes back to Catholic Central. 56-32. Last shot time for Fellows. No, but Chandler there for the putback. She couldn't hit it, and that's the way we end the third quarter. South Christian pouring it on a 18-17 margin in that third quarter, extends the lead to 56-32 as we go to the fourth. Coming up on Michigan Sports Radio, South Christian in control.
In your decision to donate blood. More than you know.
A few moments of your time sparks moments like these. Hope is in all the moments that matter, and it's in all of us. Schedule your donation today at varsity.org. Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
Westhouse Home Improvement is a family-owned operation since 1971, specializing in sunrooms and screened rooms, replacement windows, decks, and other exterior remodeling. They remain committed to the basic principles that Westhouse Home Improvement was founded on. It's a wholesome work experience for employees to better the lives of their customers. Check them out today at westhousehome.com or search them on Facebook. Bob Sack alongside Kurt Copeland, high top South Christian's Jim Seilers up 56-32 as we start the fourth quarter. Missed shot by Fellows, rebounded by Sophia Prinz, and on the run out, Helmus out ahead of the field, gets pushed by Derland, and foul on the floor. South Christian starts the fourth quarter like they have most of the possessions. Another tough defensive effort by the Sailors.
And the speed of the backcourt is really just making a huge difference.
Woldheis on a good cut from Prinz down the left side. Couldn't hit the Baker shot. Chandler out of there with it for Catholic Central all the way to the bucket. Runner is off the rim. Russell for the rebound on the floor. It'll be a jump ball.
Great to see Evie Tenhalf in there, number 25, a senior for South Christian. Tremendous teammate, works extremely hard. Really love to see her get some action here.
Evie was on the team last year. Sailors break the press, find Woldheis in the left corner, mid-post. She bounces it to Lexi Vermas. Back to Prinz, hounded back at the timeline by Jaya Chandler. Sophia will reset. How comfortable is it for Erica Brown as Helmus drives the right side and hits Vermas on a good cut towards the basket. She lays it off the glass. How comfortable is it for Erica Brown to have a quarterback on the field like Sophia Prinz?
Well, she has so much experience, within her 4 years. She's seen it all and she's done it all. You really want to see her just continue to take that next step.
On the other end, Derlin with a good drive, her first field goal. Vermas right back down, though. Takes the pass from Tenhoff and scoops it home. She has 8 points, all of it here in the second half. 60-34. So we're inside of 6.5 to play. Chandler with a good spin move, fall-away jumper. She was able to create some space from Vermas, but just never has looked comfortable all night long.
Lexi has been in great position all night with Chandler. Chandler's tried really, really hard to get, a little edge here or a little angle there, and Lexi's been there every time.
Really a complete game for South Christian tonight. 60 points on offense. Held the Cougars to just 34 and has taken care of the ball pretty well offensively as well. Stay tuned after the game. Hope to be joined by Erica Brown. We'll have both her and Taylor Johnson on between games. Lizzie Woldheis with an open three from the left corner. Fouls her missed shot. Can't hit the putback, but there's Lucky for the rebound. Tenhalf. She couldn't get it to go, and Chandler comes away with it for Catholic and then is called for the offensive foul.
Crafty senior move there by Prinz, taking one on the chin and diving and stopping the possession.
Six to play. Prinz beats the press and then tried to cycle it back to Helmus. Derlin steps in front of it, picks it off all the way to the other end. She's blocked by Helmus. That'll send Haley Derlin to the line again. She's made a living there tonight, hasn't she?
Derlin has done a really good job of drawing contact on that low block. And she's caught Helmus a few times in a little awkward position. So that's impressive to see her get to the line.
She is now 9 of 11 from the stripe. Substitutions. Wholesale for South. For Catholic Central, Beth Passano enters the game. A lot of years calling Catholic Central games. The name Passano has been in almost every game I think I've ever called.
It's been a long standing tradition for Catholic Central athletics, that's for sure.
Kind of like the Burgess name for South Christian, right?
100%.
Sailors throw it away. Here's Derlin on the fast break. Airmails it on the run out to Engstrom out of bounds. Another turnover, and that'll give it back to South.
If you're Coach Brown here, you really want to get some quality possessions to seal the game off and really finish it on a strong high note.
Abby Prinz breaks the press, hits Natalie Woldheis for an open look in the right corner. That's off the flange, but Helmus with the offensive rebound. She'll eye the three from the left point, kick it left corner to Regnery. Rims out on a triple try. Back come the Cougars. Peyton Fellows launches a three from the left side. That's too strong. Helmus the other way. Oh, nice feed on a trailing fast break teammate, which was Woldheis. The left-handed scoop wouldn't go, but the foul sends Natalie Woldheis to the stripe.
Helmus's game has really improved here in the offseason. Things have kind of slowed down for her here with a whole season under her belt with varsity. She's a tremendous soccer player too, and you can see kind of the way she moves on the court is very similar to the way she moves on the soccer field, and that game transitions to both.
Except for the handwork, of course.
Very true. I've been told you can't do that in soccer, from what I've been told.
Put back good on the missed free throw. Whistle and a timeout. We will take one as well. 4:51 to go. Sailors well in command, 63-36 here on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
For over 85 years, Sobey Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor, specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. They've been a part of almost every large commercial construction project here in the South Suburban Schools, Christian Schools, South Christian, Byron Center, Dutton Christian, all part of their work portfolio. Their skilled, talented craftsmen make your interior dream a reality. That's the Sobey Company. Down low, Catholic Central works it to Chandler. She gets good position. Turns and drops it in off the glass. Chandler now with 13. Helmus trapped along the left sideline. Finds Prince at the top of the key. Nicely underneath to Lutke. She drops it home. Her 6th point.
Avery's soft hands again on display there around the hoop. Does a really good job of catching it, keeping it high, and putting it right up on the glass.
65-38. Derlin drives, hands off to Fellows. Couldn't hit the runner. Regnery on the rebound. Streaks into the front court. Through contact, that's the 4th team foul on Catholic Central. All right, quick football talk. What's your college football predictions for the first 4 playoff games today?
I'm really looking forward to seeing Ole Miss play, to see how they respond with all the transition that's happened there. And obviously the big one tonight, Oklahoma, Alabama. That's must-see TV. You're going to have to watch that on our phone during the boys game tonight.
Lofted down underneath to Lutke. Fights for that pass to Ten Hoff. Back of the free throw line, top side. Woldheis Goes to work, cycles it to Regnery. She's got a lot of poise, too, for a freshman, Kurt. Just moves well out there.
So her nickname's Reggie. So I asked Reggie after the first game, I said, how'd it go? She goes, I don't know. I feel like I blacked out. I don't remember any of it. So you can tell the game has slowed down for her a little bit now that she's getting some minutes in varsity play.
Great ball movement. They find Reggie in the left corner. Just missed the three, but there's Lutke again. Boy, she's had a lot of time tonight and has played well.
She saw a lot of time on Monday against Holland Christian and really took advantage of that time and made really, really smart basketball plays. If you can get her involved early, it just creates a little different dynamic within the team, and she's done a really good job with that.
That was a really good possession, Kurt. South Christian took 48 seconds off the clock on that possession. That's something you don't see very much, particularly this early in the season when teams are trying to find their rhythm a little bit.
You can tell the experience from years of playing together has really paid off. 41st rebound for the Sailors so far tonight.
Woldheis can't cash in, though, on the second chance. Her three-pointer is missed from the right point. 3:09 to go. Inbound entry pass, Sterling tries to bounce it into Chandler. She's fouled on the floor. That's just the second team on South Christian. Don't forget the boys game coming up. Rick Wesley will be alongside to bring the color analysis of that one. Big clash between Catholic Central and South on the boys' side. Between games, a chance to visit with Taylor Johnson as well as Erica Brown. Another steal for South Christian. Helmus, easy layup. She has 6. 67-38. Chandler fouled hard by Regnery down on the other end. So Kurt Copeland, for those that don't know, wife Kelly is an assistant coach for Erica Brown's team. Sort of like in football, Kurt Copeland's an assistant coach for Danny Brown's team. I presume that just given the friendship, the four of you get together on a fairly frequent basis, I have to ask you, what dominates the conversation, girls basketball or football?
I would say it's split down the middle, 50-50. We love to share our opinions on what the girls basketball program should do, and they dabble a little bit back and forth with us and tell us whether we should throw, where we should run, whether we should go for two. So it goes back and forth a little bit. But yeah, I enjoy spending time with like-minded people, and we love talking about, the game, the X's and the O's. But we really talk about more of like the impact we're having on kids and the relationships that we have with kids. And that's what, at the end of the day, it's high school sports, and we're trying to make an impact on young people and give them a positive experience. So as much as X and O talk as we do, we just love kids. We love being around kids, and we've all had really good mentors and people who have done that in our lives, and we feel like that's our opportunity to give back. And so, watching my wife go through this now as an assistant coach and have some sleepless nights and watching some film, it's just really fun to see her get that experience as well.
I can only imagine just the way that you probably do informally consult with each other at times on just bringing kids along, because at the end of the day, a young athlete is subject to the same psychological challenges and hurdles, whether they're girls basketball or boys football.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is on a Saturday morning after a football game is go sit on the front porch and just talk and see what her perspective is. And she does a really good job of listening when I like to get a little frustrated, so I try to do the same for her.
Chandler, after that foul, hits one of the 2 free throws. Cougars knock it out of bounds. 2:45 to go. You ever run a play that she calls?
You know what? I don't. No, I haven't.
It's okay.
I have not.
It's okay if you would have said yes.
I have not.
I mean, I'm sure that Rick Wesley, when he coached at Grand Valley, ran sets that his wife prescribed for the Lakers on many occasions.
That's what I do. Whatever she says, you do. That's smart.
Timeout on the floor here. injured South Christian sailor. We will step aside. When we come back, have the final 2:40. South Christian on top, 67-39.
In your decision to donate blood. More than you know. A few moments of your time sparks moments like these. Hope is in all the moments that matter. And it's in all of us. Schedule your donation today at varsity.org. Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor, we'll fix it in a snap.
Back at South Christian, after the loose ball battle on the right sideline, Meredith Helmus tended to okay after getting hit in the mouth. Catholic Central has the basketball, and Jaya Chandler finds space on the right baseline to hit the 10-foot jumper. 67-41. 2:10 to play in this one. Prinz double teamed out high, sheds at the double nicely and all the way to the bucket. Fouled by Yost. Boy, that was, you don't see that very often. She drew that double team to her, Kurt, as though she was sucking them in and then just skirted around the left side.
A lot of times young players, when they get that double team, they start to overthink and panic. Seems like Sophia just does a really good job of slowing it down and making the intelligent play and getting to the rim.
Her first points of the second half. Well, she's done a nice job tonight just letting the game come to her.
And that's where she's the straw that stirs that drink and makes everything go.
Got them both on the free throw attempts, 49-31. Derlin gets a step on Regnery. Good runner along the right baseline off the flange. Prinz gathers the carom into the front court to Regnery, too far for her and out of bounds. What's the relationship like between a coach and a point guard, say compared to a football coach and a quarterback?
So
how is it similar? How is it different?
So Erica Brown was a point guard in high school and college, and so I think she knows exactly, the mindset and the mentality of what her quarterbacks should have, and they have worked together really closely over the years. It's really, really important. You can't understate it because they're the person that you're going to and running through and trying to get a pulse of the team, and that's on display.
Good cut by Jaya Chandler down the lane. Lays it in. Of course, Erica Brown, the daughter of an outstanding high school coach in the Flint area, Larry Ford, took the Flushing Raiders to a state title. I think they actually matched up once a little bit later, didn't they? Where Larry Ford in his waning years of coaching faced Erica when she was the head coach at Davison High School.
Yep, that's true.
Who won that game?
I don't recall, but I'm guessing Dad wouldn't let daughter win that one.
Inside of a minute, 69-43. South Christian salting this one away here, chewing up some clock. Prinz with an open lane. Couldn't finish. There's Lucky right there with a putback. That wouldn't go, but good to see Evie Tenhoff with the follow, and 2 points for the senior. Derlin quickly on the fast break. No, but Chandler there for the foul. Chandler's had a big second half. 15 in the second half. That gives her 20 for the game. But she would trade all of that for a win, and she's not going to get that tonight because South Christian's put on a clinic. Tenhoff gets loose on the fast break, press break, for an easy 2. Final 10 seconds to go. Last possession of the game. Stay with us after the game. We'll have all the stats for you. Hope to be joined by Erica Brown, and then shortly thereafter, or perhaps even before, by Taylor Johnson, getting set for the big boys matchup coming up shortly. It's all ahead on the Between Games show, brought to you by Sobey Company. That'll do it. South Christian wins it tonight, 73-45. They go wire to wire to pick up their third win, drop Catholic Central to 2-1, and get set to visit Grand Rapids Christian on Monday night. We'll take a break. When we return, the post-game show presented by Westhouse Home Improvement coming up on
Weingards is bringing a new level of convenience with their at-home maintenance service. That's right, they come to you. Their expert technicians roll up to your driveway with genuine parts and trusted care. No loading, no drop-offs, just winning service that keeps your equipment running strong season after season. Don't sit on the sidelines. Schedule today at Weingards.com and experience the Weingards way.
Weingards, everything from road to snow.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
For exceptional oral care from Grand Rapids to Reed City, trust the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. With 2 convenient locations in Rockford and Grand Rapids, we make even complex procedures seem easy. Whether you need wisdom teeth removed, multiple tooth extractions, or a dental implant consultation, we offer flexible scheduling. Our team works seamlessly with your general dentist to provide safe and accessible care. Call us today at 616-361-7327 or visit GrandRapidsOralSurgery.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
You hear that? That's Service Professor fixing your drain, sewer, plumbing, electrical, heating, or cooling, and fixing it in a snap.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
Back at South Christian High School, Bob Sack along with Kurt Copeland after South Christian's girls dismantled Catholic Central tonight 73-45. Before we wrap that one up with statistics and an analysis, joined here between games by Taylor Johnson, the head boys coach at South Christian, getting ready for this showdown tonight with Catholic Central. First of all, Taylor, let's go back to last week. Tough loss at Unity. Give us a sense for practice this week and how your kids have rebounded preparing for this big one with Catholic.
Well, it was good that we had a week of practice. You know, exam week's always tough, so I'm glad we had some time. We needed it after Unity kind of kicked our butt a little bit. But, you know, credit to them. They were just kind of better. They're an older, mature team. And they showed why they're ranked so high, and we didn't make shots, and we didn't execute the game plan.
What's the one thing from this week of practice that has you most excited, that you feel like the kids have sort of developed a more astute ability?
We had more competition in practice for sure. We kept it more competitive to try to make it more game-like. So I thought that was good. I thought the energy was better this week, and sometimes you need to lose to correct things, and we got a lot of things that we need to correct it. So I definitely feel better tonight.
Tough night shooting, 3 for 21 last week and from threes. How do you build the confidence back of the kids heading into this game tonight?
Well, I just kind of told them even before the year, like, it's going to happen, guys. Like, we're kind of living and dying by 3 a little bit. We make 10, 12 threes. I think we'll win a lot of games. When we don't, we got to find other ways to score, and we got to be able to go inside and find ways inside to score, and that's what we got away from feeding the post and things that was working. J.J. Moderman had a good game. We couldn't give him the ball. So, you know, we had to make some adjustments in that, and we start tracking post feeds and you know, who's really doing what in practice to hold them a little bit more accountable.
Last year, a couple great games with Catholic Central, including the heartbreaker in the tournament, 47-44. Tonight, a lot of new faces for South Christian. A lot of familiar faces for Catholic Central. Zay Larthridge out with a torn ACL, but McCoy's still around. B.B. Watkins is back. What's the characteristic of this Catholic team from last year compared to this year?
Yeah, when you look at the stats, I mean, McCoy and Watkins, like 80% of their scoring. It's crazy. I mean, they find ways to score. They get to the free throw line. They're the best 2 rebounding guards that I've seen in a long time. They're just super talented players. And the other guys are kind of new, and we got to figure them out and do a good job. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's all about Watkins and McCoy.
Does it fall on 1 or 2 guys to contain those two, or will you see it? Will we see a classic Taylor Johnson scheme tonight, where you rely on a lot of players?
I think we have to rely on a team defense tonight. You know, whether it's man, zone, trap, press, whatever it is, it's got to be team defense to stop those 2 guys. I think they're too good to stop one-on-one, and I don't think we have the guys defensively to do it. So I think we got to do it with everybody.
Cougars bring a lot of physicality to this court tonight as well. Who are the guys that really have to step up to match that tonight for you?
Well, I think it is our guards, because our guards aren't getting free throws. We're not getting fouled. We're not going up strong enough to the rim. They have big boys inside, but I like our big guys right now. I think they'll battle with them. I think we have a little size advantage as far as height, maybe not width, but it's going to be our guards. Our guards got to be tougher. They got to be tough with the ball, and they got to be tough on defense, and they got to box out better. So I'm really looking for someone to step up and show some physicality here tonight.
All right, great Friday night non-conference battle. Thanks for scheduling this one tonight.
Yeah,
absolutely
it'll be fun. Everybody, hope you have a good Christmas.
Good luck. Taylor Johnson joining us pre-game tonight as South Christian gets ready to go before this boys matchup. We'll take a quick break. When we return, talk more about the girls game that just ended. South Christian won it 73-45. We'll break it down when we come back on the Sobey Post Game Show on Michigan Sports Radio and
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor, we'll fix it in a snap.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are, your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
welcome back to South Christian. Between games here tonight, where the Sailors have claimed the first of the 2 basketball games. On the girls' side, South Christian wins it 73-45. Convincing fashion. Sailors led 16-10 after the first quarter. Went on a 22-0 run through most of the second quarter to jump to a 38-15 halftime lead, and then coasted in the second half, winning it going away 73-45. On the Sobey Post-Game Show, Erica Brown, head coach for South Christian, joins us. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
You wanted this one, not just because it's a good rivalry game against a strong program, but you wanted to see some improvement over last week's 2 wins. What did you see tonight that's got you feeling really good about a 28-point win?
Yeah, I think just the way our girls came together. You know, I'm a coach that preaches we got to love each other more than the other team loves each other. And those first 2 games, we just were disconnected. So we talked a lot about what it meant to be a team, because we have talent, but we got to spread that talent out and really play together. And we did that tonight.
What happened? What was the keys to getting that to work tonight?
You know, I think it's just talking about it, being vulnerable with each other, calling each other out, being able to tell each other that you're messing up and getting better. You know, get better.
A lot of players to talk about tonight, but I want to start first with the defense, because Jaya Chandler, who you talked about before the game as somebody to really be concerned with, got her point. She had 20 tonight, but I would not call it the most efficient 20.
Yep.
First half, she had just 5.
Yep.
What did you do to just contain her? Such a physical and athletic player.
She is, and we knew she was going to get her points tonight because she is. She's a good athletic player. But we just had to outsmart it. We had to play good, solid defense. We talked a lot about just trying to alter the shot, and I think that worked tonight. But then after that, it's rebounding, right? We can do all of that and alter the shot, but if we don't rebound, we don't win that possession.
Start on that team defense with Lexi Vermas, just a sophomore. The total offensive rebounds or rebounds she had tonight, Kurt Copeland, Tim Chenoweth quickly find that for Vermas. 15 rebounds.
15 rebounds.
For a sophomore. I thought her defensive effort on Chandler was outstanding, and then she controlled the boards as well. Tell us a little bit about this young player you have and how she is developing.
Lexi's awesome. She is a complete competitor. She is strong. We joke about it all the time because she grew up playing football. And we'd say we should all play football when we were younger. We'd be like Lexi boxing out. But she's the real deal. And she is smart. And she's a good teammate. So she just dominates out there.
Kurt and I were talking on the air about also just marveling at her poise.
Yes.
And after playing in the driveway with Jake Vermas and Charlie Vermas all these years, this doesn't faze her at all, right?
It doesn't faze her.
Really?
She is so composed and put together for a sophomore. Yes.
A couple of other kids that really stepped up today. First of all, good to see a good start from Lizzie Woldheis.
Yes.
She got it going in the first half, had 10 in the first half. That didn't happen last week.
Right.
How do you build the confidence in her knowing she's got such a key role on the offensive end?
So, every great shooter goes through these things, and it's just you got to work yourself through it, and you got to believe in yourself, and she's got a team that believes in her, coaches that believe in her, and every great shooter can work themselves through that, and that's what she's doing. She's doing good.
With Erica Brown here, we're reviewing South Christian's 73-45 win over Catholic Central. Abby Prince. Talk about a versatile player.
Yes.
Runs the floor well, rebounds really well. Tonight added 19 points.
Yep.
What's made her game so complete so quickly in her young career?
She has made a complete turnaround from her freshman to sophomore year, just in her confidence, but also her the control over her body. She's really gotten after it in the offseason and in the strength and conditioning side of things, right? And the balance that she has out on the floor. She's just so much more confident in the way she holds herself out there, and it just leads to the way she plays.
Erica, last player I want to talk about is another sophomore, Avery Lutke. A lot of minutes today. She ends up with 6 points, a lot of rebounds, seemed to run the floor well. What did you get out of her that you see getting better and better each week?
We do a lot. We do a tip-in drill every day in practice. So it's those bunnies that come off the rim. It's catch, keep it high, and put it back in. And we really work on that with her. She's doing amazing with that. I think Avery, though, you haven't seen all of Avery. She is going to be a force, I think. And we're going to get it out of her. She's going to be great.
Great job tonight. One more game before Christmas break at Grand Rapids Christian on Monday, and South Christian with a chance to go 4-0. And last question, just what do you think about this team? Kurt and I just talked about it. You were 24-3 last year.
We were.
It feels like there's some pieces that are even better here in 2025-26.
There is, and we're not afraid to talk about it, but we got to keep ourselves grounded. I mean, we got to put the work in. You can put the goals up on the board all you want, but it's what you do every day and how you get there, the journey that matters.
Well, good luck Monday.
Thank
you. Enjoy the holidays. We have a great Christmas, and congratulations on a super win tonight.
Thank you very much. You too.
Erica Brown victorious after a 73-45 thrashing of Catholic Central. Kurt Copeland, stats will give you the individual scoring real quick for South Christian. There was Abby Prinz leading the way with 19, 13 from Lizzie Woldheis, 11 from Sophia Prinz, 8 by Lexi Vermas, 6 apiece from Avery Lutke and Meredith Helmus, 5 from Kinley Regnery. For Catholic Central, 20 from Jaya Chandler and 12 from Haley Derlin, 9 from Peyton Fellows, 2 each from Alyssa Yost and Lily Engstrom. Team stats, though, very interesting tonight.
The two things that jump out, the one of them that Coach Brown talked about that she was really, really happy about, total rebounds, 45 for South Christian, only 13 for Catholic Central. So what that tells me is, one, you're cleaning up the offensive glass, getting second chance points, and also limiting your opponent to just one and dones. That's a massive gap in stats, so that was a big difference in the game. South Christian shot 53% from the field. A lot of those buckets came on the inside. Catholic Central only 26%. So the defense really, really made them work really, really hard to get them looks, to get those looks in between So between those two stats, kind of sets the tone for the way things went in the game. So kudos to South Christian for putting it all together.
Tonight we name our Burgess Surveying Player of the Game. A lot of people to choose from, but who stuck out to you really is the key player tonight for South Christian?
For me, it was Vermas. The ability to control the boards, to sneak in 8 points there, and really just be calm, cool, and collected. Breaking the press, making good decisions, playing really, really good defense, and cleaning up the board. So I'm going Lexi Vermas tonight.
All right. Kurt Copeland, thanks a lot. Great job tonight. Appreciate you so much doing the color tonight. We're going to take a break, and when we return after the 73-45 win, we'll switch the headphones from Kurt Copeland to Rick Wesley. Get you ready for the boys' game. Coming up, the second game of the doubleheader should be a dandy. South Christian Catholic Central. It's all ahead on Sailor Zone and Michigan Sports.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
Uccello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone from a variety of handcrafted pizzas along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50-plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to uccellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
Rapid Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grsof.com.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple: to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people?
Welcome back to South Christian High School. It's Friday night, it's December, and it's a great non-conference basketball matchup here in West Michigan. Grand Rapids Catholic Central visiting South Christian in a battle of two programs that are historically amongst the top in the area. Bob Sack welcoming you into South Christian on this Friday night, joined by Rick Wesley, former Grand Valley State University basketball coach. And Rick, I love these preseason matchups, non-conference battles, and boy, we got a good one tonight.
Yeah, we sure do, and I think it's a big game for both teams, really, this early in the season. South Christian getting off to a tremendous start with a huge win against Grand Rapids Christian and a thrilling victory at Holland Christian. Recently, kind of had a little bit of a bump in the road against Unity Christian, so it's important for them to get their mojo back here tonight. And then Catholic Central, comes into the season with high expectations, and at this point they're 1-2. So this is a chance for them to show what they're made out of against a good team.
Rick, 1-2, but 1-2 against a really tough schedule. They opened with the loss to Rockford, who's really one of the top teams in the area this year, and last week at Calvin University, and the Calvin invite fell to Northview before knocking off East Grand Rapids. I don't think these coaches care as much about, well, they do care about winning, you know that, but they also want to see their teams tested, and that's certainly happened with Catholic Central and Chris Pearl.
Yeah, it's a long season, and it's all about getting better, and especially in these early games when you're tested, you got to just make some progression each game. So I think for Catholic Central, it's about who can they find that extra guy. They've got tremendous guard play with McCoy and with Watkins. who's that other guy going to be on a consistent basis. So, hopefully they're going to find that tonight, and certainly South will have something to do about that.
Cougars 21-8 last year, 11-1 in the conference, all the way to the state semifinals where they lost to Warren Lincoln in the semis. These two teams got together twice last year. Great battle in the regular season, 50-40 went to South, and then an epic regional semifinal game where Catholic Central prevailed 47-44. It's just one in a long litany of great battles between these two rivals.
Yeah, and that game last year, I'm sure South has talked about that in their locker room. That was a tough way for their season to end last year. So this is their chance to kind of get a little payback here tonight.
All right, we will take a break, and when we return, have you ready for the starting lineups and tonight's matchup between South Christian and Catholic Central coming up on Michigan Sports.
Weingard's is bringing a new level of convenience with their at-home maintenance service. That's right, they come to you. Their expert technicians roll up to your driveway with genuine parts and trusted care. No loading, no drop-offs, just winning service that keeps your equipment running strong season after season. Don't sit on the sidelines. Schedule today at Weingards.com and experience the Weingards way.
Weingards, everything from mold to snow.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
For exceptional oral care from Grand Rapids to Reed City, trust the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. With 2 convenient locations in Rockford and Grand Rapids, we make even complex procedures seem easy. Whether you need wisdom teeth removed, multiple tooth extractions, or a dental implant consultation, we offer flexible scheduling. Our team works seamlessly with your general dentist to provide safe and accessible care. Call us today at 616-361-7327 or visit GrandRapidsOralSurgery.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
You hear that? That's Service Professor fixing your drain, sewer, plumbing, electrical, heating, or cooling, and fixing it in a snap.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
A couple of young coaches in this one, Rick. Chris Pearl for Catholic Central, and Taylor Johnson, but 2 young, bright coaches in West Michigan.
Yeah, everybody seems young to me these days, but I know both of them well. Obviously, Taylor was my assistant at Grand Valley for a number of years, did a tremendous job for me. And Chris Pearl actually played for us at Grand Valley for 2 years before finishing up his career at Davenport. So very familiar with both these guys. They're very familiar with each other. So, I know how that goes in the coaching world, a little extra incentive there to get the job done. So should be a great game. Both teams don't quite have the size that they've had in the past, so it's going to be all about guard play tonight.
Catholic Central with a starting lineup that includes a couple of guards who really power this team. The one is Braylon Watkins, B.B. Watkins, number 0. Jordan McCoy is number 1. The other starters in the lineup, Carter Bergen, a sophomore, number 3. Amani Hinkle, sophomore, number 11. Ethan Lott, a senior, number 15. For South Christian, it will be a different starting lineup tonight. Caleb Crochelle gets the call as a starter. He'll join Max Zichterman along with J.J. Moderman, Josh Fless, and Austin Burgess. A couple of guys really, Rick, that need to get going tonight for South. In the backcourt, Austin Burgess 0 for 5 from 3 last week. J.J. Moderman Max Zichterman 0 for 6 last week. So those two guys have got to be able to knock down some shots.
Yeah, that last game against Unity Christian, I think you just want to throw that one out the window and forget about it because nobody really played very well. They seemed like they were antsy, shot a little too quick, didn't have the discipline that they need to really be successful. So I would expect that they'll bounce back here tonight.
Big student section on hand for the Sailors tonight, making a lot of noise. Moderman will jump it up against Lott. Catholic Central controls Carter Bergen, sophomore in the backcourt. Watched by Austin Burgess. South Christian opens in that man-to-man. Zichterman draws the assignment of Watkins. Bergen free along the right baseline. Drops it to Hinkle, gets it right back. Sailors with tough defense here. Catholic Central tempo, not a fast break team as McCoy couldn't hit the triple. Rebounded by Hinkle. Battled away from him by Fless and controlled by Burgess.
Great defensive start there by South Christian.
Caleb Crochelle comes into the game averaging 7 points. Couldn't hit the jumper and rebound controlled by Amani Hinkle. Right side, Jordan McCoy. Guarded by Crochelle. Left wing, B.B. Watkins. Draws the switch on Moderman. Finds McCoy for an open triple on the right side. That's too strong, but the long rebound comes to Carter Bergen. Launching a three from the right point, leaving it short is Braylon Watkins, but another chance off the offensive rebound. They find Hinkle in the right corner. He can't hit the triple, and finally Moderman snares the rebound for South Christian. Ahead to Crochelle. He'll probe the lane, pushed as he drives, and through the contact, he'll go to the stripe.
Great drive by Caleb Crochelle, making sort of his first start of the season, I think. And you could kind of see that coming. He's a senior, kind of expected that he'd be in there probably from the start. It's taken him a while maybe to find his way, but he's aggressive. I think that extra little bit of spark is maybe what moved him into that starting lineup.
Plays hard and really adjusted well to the coming off the bench and now getting his chance to start as he hits the first free throw. Averages again 7 points a game, 50% shooter from the field.
We can see South Christian's really keeping their defense tight. Catholic Central has struggled shooting the ball a little bit, so it's a matter of can they find somebody to make a shot? And for South Christian, it's a matter of can they get the rebounds? They gave up 3 offensive rebounds on that last possession.
Not unusual for these two teams to play a game in the 40s. Part of that's the pace, part of that's just the physicality and the slugfest nature of this great rivalry between Catholic Central and South Christian.
South's going to a zone here early. A bit of a 2-3 zone.
Left wing. Watkins spins, leaves it for Bergen. Left point jumper is short. Ice cold Cougars to start this one. Zichterman into the front court to Burgess. The Fless, who's isolated on the left side. Knifes down the lane, tries to dump it off to Zichterman, but knocked away by Ethan Lott. McCoy races into the front court. Euro step into the lane. The teardrop is too strong. Battle for the ball. Fless on the ground. Gets it to Zichterman. And he'll slow it down with a 1-on-4. Good hustle by Josh Fless.
Shaping up a first team to third. He's going to win, I think.
2-0. We're 3 minutes in. South with just a couple of free throws. We haven't seen a field goal yet. Moderman, the leading scorer for South, averaging 15 a game. Stops at the free throw line. Kicks it right corner to Crochelle. Muscles his way up off the right block and hits the banker for 2. 4-0 Sailors.
Good strong finish.
Last week it was Owen Burgess getting the start at guard. He'll come off the bench tonight.
South back into their man-to-man now, so they're really mixing up their defense early here.
Watkins on the left wing, dribbles to the free throw line, leaves it for Lott. Three-pointer, rattles around and falls through. Cougars on the board, 3.5 in. They get their first bucket, it's 4-3.
It's big for Catholic Central. They need somebody to hit some shots.
Moderman right corner, finds Fless underneath. That's the second time he's posted up. The right block, fights his way for two off the right glass. Good move by Josh Fless.
Really good job. Caught on the right block, took his time, got a couple dribbles, got a little bit closer. Nice little jump hook.
Tennis all-stater. You love his footwork, don't you?
He is a deceptive athlete.
At the free throw line, now spinning is McCoy. Bounce pass right side to Hinkle. Spins on Fless at the right block. Walled off, so leaves it for Lott. Back to Hinkle and dribbled it off his foot along the right baseline. South Christian's defense really flustering Catholic so far.
They really got it tight. They've got 3-4 guys in the paint defensively, and Catholic Central just keeps wanting to get closer to the basket, and it's just not available to them.
Ty Moody checks in for Catholic. South Christian with their first substitution. It's Dax Blackport, into the game, the freshman. Moderman, top of the key. Hands it off to Burgess. Hassled out there by McCoy. Finds Zichterman on the left baseline. Checked by McCoy. Back to Burgess to reset. Moderman, right wing. Spins at the free throw line. Drives down the right side of the paint. Off balance shot. No. Blackport with the rebound. His shot was rejected by Hinkle. Or check that, rather, Moody. On the run out, it's Bergen slashing towards the bucket on the left side, and he drew contact, and he'll go to the free throw line with 3:13 to go. South doubling up Catholic thus far, 6-3.
Really a contrast in style. Catholic Central really trying to pressure with their defense. They probably need to create some turnovers so that to help their offense a little bit. South Christian much more conservative with their defense, protecting their basket.
That was not a shooting foul, so the Cougars will have Carter Bergen inbound it. Brady B.B. Watkins trapped in the corner by Zichterman, and Burgess finds Lott, who then dumps underneath to McCoy. His layup is blocked away by J.J. Moderman. Moderman shooting 64% this season. Tries to work the free throw line, has it stolen by Watkins. Races to the other end. Zichterman swats away his layup try. Every shot so far just contested by both teams.
South is not going to let Catholic Central get to that rim. A little double screen action up top.
McCoy probes the lane against Blackport, turned away. Guns in the left corner to Watkins. He'll dribble to the lane. Moderman blocks his shot. Out of bounds off South. 2:17 to go. We thought a game maybe in the 40s. You're right. Might be the first one to 30 tonight.
Just looking at Catholic Central's scores their last few games, 42, 44. Then they busted out with a 58 last game. So they're not a high-powered offensive team.
And part of that's tempo too, right, Rick? It's not a fast break team.
I just think if you look at their team, they got a lot of guys that just want to drive it.
Watkins does just that. Little baby hook in the lane. And Braylon Watkins on the board with his first field goal. 6-5, South Christian. Rochelle gets the high ball screen from Blackport. Now steps back and launches a three. Couldn't go, but Cruz Zichterman, the freshman, right there for the putback. The 6'1 freshman. Johnny on the spot, and it's 8-5 South Christian. So Miles Bergen, another freshman into the game. Rick, what's your thought on freshmen and sophomores? So many kids called up playing at a young age these days.
If they're good enough, put them in there, And nowadays, kids bounce around schools. That good-looking freshman, you might not have him as a sophomore, so you might as well see what he's made of. And he's a good enough player. Get him in there.
Josh Fless back into the game. He has the basketball at the high post. Hands off to Austin Burgess, trying to get free. Hassled out there by McCoy. Recovers and then has the ball slapped out of bounds by Jordan McCoy.
Catholic Central really extending their defense, really, but a lot of ball pressure, trying to create havoc. South Christian's got to do a good job of just catching and handling that ball. good things will happen the longer they have it, the more they're moving around.
Pretty good assist-to-turnover ratio from Austin Burgess thus far, as Cruz Zichterman is hounded and fouled out high by Miles Bergen. Burgess, 5.5 assists a game, just 1.2 turnovers a game. Pretty good for a young point guard.
Tremendous. To win, you got to have a good point guard. To be a good point guard, you got to make free throws. You got to not turn it over. You got to take a charge. Those are my 3 big things with most point guards.
Cruz Zichterman between the rings, guns it right side to brother. They find Owen Burgess on a good pass from Max Zichterman.
That was a bomb there. That was way out there.
Owen Burgess with his first basket, shooting 60% from 3. Had 10 last week against Unity Christian. Back the other way.
Good
rattled
shot.
Home for a 3 by Jordan McCoy. That's his first bucket, and it's 11-8 South.
That's the first really wide open shot they've had. He looked good shooting that one. It'll be interesting to see if he can make a few more.
Crochelle to Cruz Zichterman. He's out there with Owen Burgess and Max Zichterman. Josh Flesh, the center, posting up down low at the right block. Crochelle can't find him, so wheels it back out to Cruz Zichterman. Dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it right corner to Crochelle. Open 3 is short. Flesh battles for the rebound, saves it, gives it to Crochelle. Now Flesh from the right wing with a hard drive to the basket. Couldn't finish. Back come the Cougars with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. B.B. Watkins to the bucket. No, he drew the foul, but that doesn't matter with 10 seconds to go. South's got a couple to give here.
It's amazing in these high school games this year, just watching how few times you get into the bonus. Quarters really make a big difference.
New rule in high school boys basketball, really what the girls have been playing with for a while, 5 fouls per quarter.
And good teams kind of know that. When they have fouls to give at the end of the quarter, they're quick to grab a guy who's going to drive and sort of follow the clock out. Baseline out of bounds here for Catholic Central. 9 seconds left.
Carter Bergen threw it away. Couldn't find anybody open, threw it away. Great defense by the Sailors again. South Christian's given up just 3 field goals. The chess game happening already between these 2 young coaches. A lot of substitutions late in the quarter as they try to get the right personnel on the floor. 8 seconds to go. Austin Burgess, his team up by 3. Into the front court, 3 seconds. To Moderman, he's going to have to launch. Does from 3, short, and that's the way the first quarter ends. As expected, an intense first quarter. We've played one on the south side. It's South Christian 11. Catholic Central 8. Back after this on Michigan Sports.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
For over 85 years, Sobey Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor, specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. Sobey has been a part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Sobey's skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have a construction project reality. That's the Sobey Company here in West Michigan. Bob Sack back with former Grand Valley head basketball coach Rick Wesley high atop South Christian as we start the second quarter. Sailors up 11-8. Been a dogfight here in this first 8 minutes. South Christian with their original starting lineup back into the game, except for Owen Burgess, who's replaced Crochelle. Speaking of Burgess, he's got it down low and shuffled his feet at the left block before he elevated. Another turnover for South, gives it back to the Cougars to start the second quarter.
Good play coming out of the timeout of the quarter. Backdoor play, but just couldn't quite gather himself and traveled.
Catholic Central. And on the offense, they have McCoy, Watkins, Bergen, Lott, and Hinkle, the same 5 that started the game. B.B. Watkins, left wing, watched by Zichterman. He'll float one up from just inside the free throw line and sail it through. His 4th point, it's 11-10. Back the other way, South with a quick shot by Owen Burgess. Fast break has McCoy kicking it back out to Watkins. Good block out by Austin Burgess, and he was fouled on the reach in from Ethan Lott. Rick, as a coach, South Christian wants to push it a little more. Catholic seems to want to slow it down somewhat. Knowing that's the case, if you're South, how much do you risk that quick shot and therefore perhaps playing defense for so much of the game?
Yeah, that last one was a little bit too quick, I think. If you get transition opportunities, I mean, you got to take them if they're there. If you've got an advantage, it's a fine line between playing reckless and being aggressive. There's a good take there by
Owen Burgess with a strong drive to the hoop, but he'll get called for the charge.
Wow.
And Taylor Johnson has something to say about that one.
Tough call there. It looked like defender looked like he was moving under him there. Boy, baskets are just so hard to come by. So your heightened sensitivity to any bad call.
Every possession, just a battle between this physical Catholic Central team that just, you can see it in their bodies, just a bigger, stronger team than a young South Christian team, but the Sailors, a lot of good athletes and good shooters. Hinkle hands to Carter Bergen. Ethan Lott at the high post as they try to get the right matchup for Watkins or McCoy. Here's Bergen, nice crossover Euro step in the lane, a teardrop from 5 feet out is good. Carter Bergen with his first basket. The sophomore's on the board, and for the first time today, Catholic Central has the lead. McCoy stole the pass from Moderman, but couldn't control it out of bounds. It'll stay with South, 6:12 to go. Cougars by 1.
Yeah, South is really struggling here to get good shots. You know, they don't really have a true low post presence down there, and that affects him. Flesh is good, but he's not that tall. He's not a huge target down there. So it seems like most of their offense, they're out stuck on the perimeter, which kind of plays into Catholic Central's ball pressure defense.
Dax Blackport now in the game down low for South. Zichterman spins along the baseline, tried to get it to him. It was knocked away, but Blackport recovers, and he'll reset to Moderman. Right wing to Zichterman. Eyed the drive. Cut off by McCoy. Leaves for Burgess, who dribbles to the free throw line, spins in the lane, hoists off the glass, and it goes through. Austin Burgess with his first basket. He was scoreless last week against Unity, so that's good to see him. His 6-point average needed to get that jump start.
Might get him going. He put his head down, kind of drove in there, used his body, got into the defender, and was able to finish strong through contact.
Foul goes on Ethan Lott. That's his second. That'll send him to the bench.
Coach Beeline, your
auto bench
friend from U of M, would call that a boba, body on, ball away. When you hit that defender with your body and you kind of take the ball away and still able to score.
I thought boba was a European tea. Burgess in and out on the three-point play attempt. Sailors by 1 into the lane. Strong by Carter Bergen. Rejected by Blackport. A couple of underclassmen going at it in the paint. Burgess into the front court for Owen Burgess. He's turned away by Carter Bergen. Back to Austin. They'll set up and find underneath. Dax Blackport muscles up a left-handed shot off the glass. Too strong. Watkins gathers it for Catholic, and then on the run out, he's fouled by Blackport. Perhaps a frustration foul there by the freshman.
No question, frustration. Kind of got bottled up there around the basket, and then on his way back tried to steal the ball. I think Coach Johnson's kind of thinking like I was thinking, tried to get it inside there, but just wasn't able to finish.
Down by 1, Catholic Central back to work on the offensive end. Right side, B.B. Watkins has just 4 points. Out top to Ty Moody. To Monty Hinkle on the left wing. Hinkle tries to find space on Crochelle. Can't, so leaves for McCoy. He's doubled in the left baseline. Good bounce pass underneath to Moody. Knocked away from him, and then Hinkle couldn't control it out of bounds.
Boy, South has got that lane area defended. And Catholic Central is determined to get it in there, so it's just 7 turnovers for Catholic Central. They're determined to get in there, and there's just nowhere to go.
It's a good gap defense or just sagging in the middle?
It's kind of a sagging defense, bodies in the paint. Daring you to shoot from the outside, really.
Right side, Burgess now for South on the offensive end. Works the right baseline, kicks it left corner to Zichterman. Now back to Crochelle. Skip pass right corner to Zichterman. He has not been able to get loose for any good looks, Rick. He has really been bottled up by that Catholic defense, he being Max Zichterman. Between the rings. Zichterman left side to Burgess. Austin uses the Fless high ball screen. Zichterman right wing. Again, just hounded by B.B. Watkins. Nice pass underneath to Fless off the drive. Good playmaking ability by Max Zichterman, and found Fless for an easy 2.
Really nice play. I think South has got to put it on the floor and try to attack that pressure defense.
Sailors by 3. Good hard drive to the rim by McCoy. Zichterman got him on the way up, and that'll send Jordan McCoy to the line. He's been held to just 1 field goal, 3-point shot. 3:39 to go here in the second quarter.
Interesting game, 2 completely different types of defenses, but both of them are being pretty effective at this point. South is much more of a conservative, keep it tight defense. Catholic Central has extended their defense, a lot of ball pressure, kind of really bothering South.
McCoy hits the first free throw. Rick, which coach is most happy with the tempo and the type of slog fest we have right now?
I would think Catholic Central, because I just don't see where they're a real high-powered offense. And I think South, I've seen South Christian at times, shoot the 3-ball well and kind of get it going. But thus far, they've not found their rhythm at all.
McCoy cashes in both free throws, so it's a 1-point game. Sailors nursing that edge midway through the second quarter. Good drive by Caleb Crochelle. Too strong on a bank shot. Quickly out is McCoy on a nice pass from Bergen, but McCoy couldn't finish. Ball pinballed back out to Moody at the free throw line. His left elbow push shot is off the back of the iron. And Whistle and Josh Fless pounded in the jaw. The physicality underneath. I tell you, Fless has got that body type, more like an offensive tackle, doesn't he?
He sure does, but he's light on his feet, good mobility. So he got one right to the jaw there, but I don't think he's down for the count.
No.
I think he'll be back. He just needs to regroup a little bit. I think South is kind of on to something now. That you see him starting to penetrate a little bit more off the dribble. Haven't been able to finish, but I think they've got sort of the formula now. Now that they get in there, can they find the extra man or can they finish through contact?
Owen Burgess, Austin Burgess, Cruz Zichterman in the lineup. Austin Burgess drives, kicks it to Crochelle, left corner. He showed 3, dribbles to the lane, then dumps it underneath to a wide open Dax Blackport for the easy lay-in. Good feed by Crochelle. He's looked good here in the first half.
He has. He's an aggressive player.
17-14, 2:40 to go. Watkins probes the left side, kick out, 3-ball from Bergen is air-mailed into the hands of Owen Burgess. Crochelle, left corner, watched by Watkins, or Moody rather, drives the lane, now throws it right corner. It's picked off by Carter Bergen. 1-on-1, nice defensive play by Cruz Zichterman to retreat and knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with Catholic Central. Great defense.
Great defense. It looked like Catholic Central had a transition opportunity, and South just refused to give up on the play, just kept coming, scrapping, finally knocked it out of there.
Rick, you hear the term transition defense. How do you coach that, other than get back quick?
Yeah,
what are the instructions or the principles there?
Effort is a lot to it. Well, some teams will send, on the air time of the shot, they'll send their point guard back. Sometimes they'll send 2 guys back. Sometimes teams will, if you're at the 3-point line when we shoot, you're automatically back. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But most teams will typically have 1 or 2 of their guards kind of cheat back on the air time of the shot. But on a turnover, it's a mad scramble. It really is. Hurry up and get back.
2 minutes to go in this fast-moving first half. 17-14 South Christian. Catholic Central cycles it around the perimeter. Watkins will launch a deep right wing 3.
I think they're going to give him that one.
Off the back of the iron, controlled by Moderman. Dribbles into the front court, leaves for Cruz Zichterman. Top side to Burgess. Swings it left wing to Max Zichterman. Tries to get free on Watkins. Can't do it. Zichterman back to his brother Crew, and he'll send it right side to Austin Burgess. Has the dribble knocked away by McCoy. Corralled by Crew Zichterman. Moderman stops at the right wing. Bounces it to Max Zichterman with a good drive. Couldn't finish, though. Rebound. Batted around into the hands of B.B. Watkins. One-on-one. Good crossover dribble against Austin Burgess. Turned away, though, by Burgess. Kicks it out to Jordan McCoy, and they'll reset with 60 seconds to go in the first half. 17-14. I thought you were joking about the first one to 30. That may happen. McCoy down the left side of the lane. Kicks it off to Miles Bergen. Back to Carter Bergen. Good hard drive. Now switches hands at the goal and couldn't finish, but drew the foul.
That was about as clean a look as they've gotten on a drive, and even then it was challenged at the end. So South has done a good job of clogging up that lane and just refusing to give up easy baskets. They end up fouling there, but boy, it is hard for Catholic Central to score without outside shooting, and it's hard for South to score. For right now, they're not putting it on the floor and being strong with their drives to the basket.
Carter Bergen to the free throw line. The sophomore sinks the first. Sailors with a couple of substitutions. They bring in Peyton Cool, 6'5" junior. A little more size up front with Cool and Moderman 6'5" and 6'6". On the interior, Max Zichterman with forward at 6'4".
Bergen's good-looking player for a sophomore for Catholic Central.
Bergen got them both. Timeout. 17-16. Sailors on top. We'll step aside when we come back. The final 45 seconds of the first half here on Michigan Sports Radio.
Hi, my name is Anna Whitebitch, the 2025 Miss Basketball. For athletes and busy students, getting your wisdom teeth removed can kind of seem like a big deal. But here at the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, they make it a comfortable experience. They also help with dental implants and tooth extractions. For great oral care when you need it, call the Center for Oral Surgery today.
Burgess Surveying is a privately owned company that has been serving the West Michigan community and the state for over 15 years. They perform a wide variety of surveying services, whether you're a homeowner who is looking to establish your property lines or a large commercial contractor. Burgess Surveying can meet your needs. Give them a call in downtown Byron Center. You will be sure to have a great experience. 40 seconds to go. Sailors up by 1. Play for the last shot here, Rick.
It'll be interesting to see if they can hold the ball that long against this pressure defense.
Burgess just hounded by B.B. Watkins out front. Waterman rescues him at the right sideline. And he leaves for Burgess. Long three from the right wing, in and out. Tipped around and controlled by Tommy Jandernoa, the senior, into the game. And then the pass ahead to Bergen. He double dribbled. 14 seconds to go. Cougars get a stop but can't convert.
Big break. I don't know that was the shot that Coach Johnson wanted. But again, it's hard to hold the ball against this type of pressure. Here we see it again.
12 seconds to go. Burgess deep in his own backcourt. McCoy hassling him into the front court. He comes. Finds Owen Burgess. Good drive to the hole after showing the three. Couldn't get it to go, but there was Peyton Cool at the buzzer with the tip in, and he was fouled as well.
Good substitution. Coach Johnson must have known what he was doing.
What a way to end the first half for South Christian. Peyton Cool with the tip, and I thought the ball went in, but they're not giving the basket. Did it not go in?
Oh, the ball did go in. Yeah, they gave it to him. It was late. Good drive there by Austin.
Owen Burgess.
I'm sorry.
Peyton Cool can't convert the free throw, and that's the way the first half will end. What a first half. 19-16. Absolute battle out there between South Christian and Catholic Central. We'll step aside when we return. Take it East Lansing for This Week in High School Sports with John Ross When we come back, the Sobey Halftime Show continues on with full stats and Rick Wesley's analysis of this first half. That's all coming up on Michigan Sports Radio.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
Uccello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone from a variety of handcrafted pizzas along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50 plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to uccellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
Rapid Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshOF.com.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple: to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people?
Records fall during a fantastic end to the girls' Lower Peninsula swimming and diving season, and 6 teams, 2 football, 4 volleyball, earn MHSAA finals wins. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Let's start on the gridiron with our 8-player football finals played at the Superior Dome in Marquette. In Division I, Martin made the nearly 450-mile trip to northern Michigan worth it as they won a 3rd title in 4 years, knocking off Blanchard Montebella 52-8. Halen Buell scored 3 times for the Clippers and ran for 179 yards. As a team, Martin racked up almost 500 total yards of offense. They end the year undefeated 13-0. Montebella ends 11-2. In Division II, Portland St. Patrick won its first 8-player title, beating North Dickinson 53-0. St. Patrick had played in the 8-player finals in 2017, 2019, and 2020, losing all 3 times before this year's championship run. 7 different Shamrocks scored, including Hudson King, who scored 2 times. King rushed for a game-high 120 yards. St. Patrick finishes the year 13-0. It was North Dickinson's first loss of the year. For more on both games, check out all the coverage at MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, West Bloomfield swimmer Elizabeth Eichbrecht. She completed career sweeps in the 200 and 500 free and posted all finals record times in both events. The 400-yard freestyle relay team at Farmington Hills Mercy, needing a win in the last race of the Division II finals, Avery Tack, Campbell Shore, Lila Collins, and Ella Hafner did just that, giving Mercy its 3rd straight Lower Peninsula Division II championship. And to East Grand Rapids swimmer Ellery Chandler, she was first in 2 individual events and on 2 first-place relay teams in leading EGR to a 3rd straight Division III Lower Peninsula girls title.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
During the 11-player football finals, coaches will have the ability to challenge plays, but there are some limitations to what they can challenge. First, a team must have a timeout available and call it to initiate a review. Second, there are a limited number of items that can be reviewed. Those include catch or no catch, ball carrier in or out of bounds, forwards or backwards pass, and a handful of others. If successful, the coach will be given back the timeout. In overtime, coaches can challenge once, no matter how many overtime periods are played, and only if they have a timeout. All potential scoring and turnover plays will continue to be automatically reviewed.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. In Battle Creek, 4 girls volleyball champions were crowned at Kellogg Arena. Let's start with the action in Division 1. Farmington Hills Mercy needed 4 sets to down Bloomfield Hills in the finals after going to a 5th set to beat Byron Center in the semifinals. This is Mercy's 2nd D1 title in the last 3 years and 3rd in the last 7. In Division 2, Detroit Country Day lost the first set of their semifinal match with Grand Rapids Christian, but then won the next 6, winning the semifinal 3-1 and then beating Flat Rock in straight sets to win their 2nd straight MHSAA championship. In Division 3, Kingsley won its first volleyball title, knocking off defending champion Kalamazoo Christian in 4 sets. The Stags dropped the first set, but won the next 3 in convincing fashion. Kingsley needed all 5 sets to dispatch of Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central in the semis. And in Division 4, Fowler won its first girls volleyball title, sweeping Mendon. The Eagles were on the ropes in the semifinals, losing sets 3 and 4 to Crystal Falls Forest Park before winning in 5 to set up their championship. For more on all 4 girls volleyball matches, head on over to MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
In your decision to donate blood, more than you know. A few moments of your time sparks moments like these. Hope is in all the moments that matter, and it's in all of us. Schedule your donation today at varsity.org.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with AutoPay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor, we'll fix it in a snap.
Welcome back to South Christian High School. Halftime here in the boys' game. Catholic Central and South in a battle. 19-16 the score after 2 periods individual scoring. Not a lot to report. South Christian led by 2 guys with 4, Josh Fless and Caleb Krichell. 3 for Owen Burgess, 2 each for 4 other players. Leading scorer in the game, Jordan McCoy with 5 points. Rick Wesley, it's not exactly a pretty one for fans to watch tonight, but it's been interesting.
It's not a statistician's dream game. South Christian shooting 40% with 6 turnovers. That doesn't sound too good, but then Catholic Central shooting 25% with 8 turnovers. So South's got the 3-point lead, but it's a hard game to score. And so you're coming down the stretch, anybody, boy, if you make 2 3-pointers in a row, it's going to be huge. Or if you can get in the bonus earlier and try to get to that free throw line and get some easy ones. But contrasted styles, but both teams have been equally effective in stopping the other.
Pick me a player from each team that you think would have the best chance to surprisingly sort of go off in the second half and turn this slugfest into a little bit of an offensive firework.
Well, I think Caleb Kroschel could be effective for South Christian because he's aggressive. He puts it on the floor, and that's what you've got to do against that type of defense. that Catholic Central's playing. And then for Catholic Central, I do like Carter Bergen. You know, he handles the ball. He seems to be open on the perimeter. His shot looks pretty good. I don't think South Christian's going to allow Watkins or McCoy anything easy, so Bergen might find himself open at that three-point line. If he could knock in a couple, that would really help Catholic Central's cause.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by North Coast Advisors, helping successful families create plans that honor what matters most, and by West House Home Improvement, a family-owned operation since 1971, specializing in sunrooms and screen rooms, replacement windows, decks, and other exterior modeling. Bob Sack with Rick Wrestley, Tim Chenoweth handling our statistics tonight. Ready to go for the third quarter of this 19-16 game. Catholic Central to work on the offensive end first. Braylon Watkins spinning on flesh, turned away by the South Christian center. Sends it back out to McCoy. Off the switch, he dribbles down the right side on Moderman, elevates for the shot, and then JJ swats it away into the hands of Max Zichterman. Ahead to Burgess. Quickly to Crochelle, stops at the right elbow and leaves for Moderman. Moderman dribbling down the lane, trying to get a step on Lott. Lost his balance, but bounces it left corner to Burgess. Top side to Crochelle. Watkins walls him off on the drive. Moderman will gun from deep. Shot fell through, but a whistle before the shot.
Whoa. It looked like that ball was in the air and the whistle sounded. He called a defensive foul on the low post defender as J.J. Moderman from South made a three-point shot.
Is it a double foul or just a foul on Amani Hinkle? Yep, just a foul on Hinkle. So they did call it on Hinkle. I thought maybe perhaps it was a double foul underneath.
Yeah, I think that shot was off before he blew the whistle. But either way, South Christian gets the ball back.
J.J. Moderman has not scored. Underneath, Rochelle has his shot altered by Bergen. Back the other way, Bergen quickly fakes on Zichterman. Stopped by Fless, the low left block. To Watkins, spinning on Burgess, dribbled it off his foot, out of bounds.
Boy, when Watkins and McCoy get into that lane, South is just swarming those guys. They can't even get the shot airborne when they get close to the bucket.
Taylor Johnson told us that between the games tonight, before his team was set to battle, we're going to shut down. We've got to shut down Watkins and McCoy, and we've got to do it with a lot of different people. Burgess with an open three from deep at the left point. That's still about a 27-foot jumper, and that's what's open, Rick.
Yeah.
It's just there's just not much available on either end.
That felt like it was a little rush. They'd had a couple good possessions right before that. I think they just got to be determined to get the ball to the paint.
Watkins double team, so finds a lot underneath, who kicks it over to McCoy, and his shot is blocked from behind by Zichterman, who's been really good defensively. Zichterman to the hole, kicks left corner to Burgess, three-pointer short. Carter Bergen grabs the rebound. Quickly ahead to Watkins, all the way to the bucket, bumped as he elevated, no call, and Josh Fless gathers the rebound. To Moderman, right side, Zichterman long, three, got it! Max Zichterman finally getting an open look. His first basket in South with the biggest margin of the game. It's 22-16.
Good up the floor fast break for South Christian. That was a huge bucket.
Watkins fouled way outside by Josh Fless.
Catholic Central has crashed and burned at the basket about 4 straight times. They get in there, and somebody from South has been able to get a finger on a shot or knock it out of there every single time.
Cougars back to work on the offensive end. Bergen, set up shot between the rings. They stack 3 offensive players on the low left block, run the set, and Bergen's pushed in the corner. No, he stepped on the line. He did. Double teamed. Sailors forced the 9th turnover for Catholic Central. Against the man-to-man defense, Moderman out high, hands to Burgess, knifes his way to the lane, kicks it right corner to Crochelle, got a decent look at a 3, battle for the rebound underneath between Lott and Fless, and they're going to get Lott with the push Good charge by Josh Fless.
South getting a little bit better offense this half. They're in front of their own bench, allows their coaches to call some sets, do some different things, gives them a little bit more chance to help their guys. Seems to have paid off a little bit.
Sailors with the same 5 at the start of the game. Same for Catholic Central with their original quintet. Right point, Burgess spins on McCoy. Bounces it low right block to Fless. He'll power his way inside. Triple teamed, has it stripped away, but the loose ball comes out to Burgess, and his pass to Modern is deflected out of bounds.
There's a lot of contact in there. They just swarming the ball.
I'll tell you, I am so impressed with Josh Fless. He is playing out of position at 6'3", and yet his footwork inside makes him really effective. And here, right on cue, he gets a beautiful pass from Burgess and drops it home off the glass.
I can't believe he could hear you from way down or way up here, just right on cue. He is a fun player to watch. Like you say, he's got good footwork. He's a competitive kid.
He knows where to be, Rick. He's just in the right spot at the right time and saw his point guard slash towards the basket on the baseline and flowed perfectly to the open space.
That's something you work on in practice. If a guard drives that baseline, if you're a big guy, try to present yourself to the front of the rim. Good things will happen for you.
They'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play after getting fouled by Imani Hinkle. Free throw is good, and South Christian all of a sudden has opened up a 9-point lead.
Scoring barrage.
4:20 to go in this third quarter.
South's going to a little zone now. They think they got a little bit of a lead. They're going to set back and sort of see what Catholic Central's got.
Cougars haven't scored in about 6 minutes of action since late in the second quarter. It was 19-16 at the half. South Christian on a 6-0 run. They get it down low to Ethan Lott. Powers up a shot over Fless. Couldn't hit it, but then on the putback, Josh fouled Lott, and that'll send Lott to the free throw line.
Pretty good patience there by Catholic Central that time against the zone. Kind of worked it around and eventually got it inside there to Lott.
Catholic without one of their star players, Zay Lathridge, out with an ACL tear. Missed the season. Big loss for Chris Pearl as Lott hits the first free throw. So that leaves a lot of pressure on Watkins and McCoy. And Rick, they have been held to just 9 points between them today. What's South doing that's got them bottled up so well?
Just constant attention and good concentration. When those guys have the ball, the guy guarding them is doing a good job, and the next guy over is ready to help should either one of those guys come into their seam or into their gap or try to advance it toward the basket.
Up by 7, Sailors break the press. Burgess into the front court. He's done a good job at the point position. He's not really elusively quick, but he's
solid. He handles
handle.
the ball, knows his job. Oh, good high-low. Didn't get it up there high enough.
Great play by McCoy to slap away that pass intended for Moderman underneath, and South will reset. Moderman right wing. Starts to get a step on Lott, spins at the right block, now kicks it out to Burgess right wing. And again, Catholic Central turns away the South Christian offensive set. 3.5 to go. It's 25-18 here in the third quarter. Long three by Zichterman, down and around. Wouldn't go down as it popped out. Battle for the loose ball. Burgess, Moderman, and it went off Catholic Central's Ethan Lott. It'll be South's ball with 3:22 to go. They lead by 7.
Good looking shot by Max Zichterman. It was all the way in, came back out. Out of bounds play here. 2 guys around the stack.
Owen Burgess to Austin Burgess, right point 3.
Boy.
Right on line, but too strong. Long rebound to McCoy. He's 1-on-4. He'll take it all the way to the hole. Slapped at the rim by Blackport and Zichterman, and they're going to get a foul on Zichterman. That'll send McCoy to the line with just 1 3-point shot to go with a couple of free throws.
That was one of the few times they were able to get it out on the break, kind of get a broken floor, and South just couldn't get their defense quite back and get set.
McCoy misses the first one. Rochelle and Cruz Zichterman replace Max Zichterman and J.J. Moderman. Moderman's scoreless tonight, averaging 15 a game, shooting 64% from the field, but he is scoreless.
South hasn't been able to free him, hasn't been able to kind of be patient enough to let him get to his spots. I feel like South has just missed some open shots.
Timeout. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. 3:11 to go. Sailors up by 6, 25-19 with third quarter coming down the home stretch after this on Michigan Sports.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. And odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for free money for community college, public or private university, or career training, no matter their GPA. And the scholarship is less income-based than you might expect. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them where they want to go. Learn more at mi.gov/achievement.
You've worked hard to provide for your family and build a meaningful life. Now it's time to make sure your wealth reflects what matters most. At North Coast Wealth Advisors, they help successful families create plans that honor what matters most: faith, generosity, and the legacy that you want to leave behind. Comprehensive guidance, clear strategies, personalized service. Call North Coast today or visit northcoastwealthadvisors.com. North Coast member SIPC and NYSE. Rick Wesley, big game out in Hudsonville tonight.
Sure is. Hudsonville playing Unity Christian. The battle is the Salad Bowl. Hudsonville's up by about 10, I think, at half.
Here we have 3 minutes to go in the third quarter of a defensive struggle. And the struggles continue as South can't break that Cougar press in time. They get whistled for a 10-second violation. That turnover goes back to Catholic Central.
A little too casual there, I thought. South Christian they had plenty of ample opportunity to get it up there. Just kind of took their time and cost them a turnover.
Chris Pearl sets up that press after the made free throw, and it pays off, calling the timeout. Cougars find Bergen underneath, dribbles into the lane, has to alter his shot over Crochelle. Rebound tapped out to the top of the key where Watkins gathers it. Now drives down the lane. Left-handed floater from 12 is good by Braylon Watkins.
South didn't converge on him that time quite as well as they have been most of the game.
4-point game. Watkins fouls Caleb Crochelle. 14th foul on the Sailors.
That's big, Catholic Central, one more, they're going to put South in the bonus.
5 straight points here for Catholic Central. They've trimmed the lead to 25-21. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Crochelle, or rather Cruz Zichterman now in the game, leaves for Owen Burgess. Between the rings, Crochelle drives, kicks it left corner to Owen Burgess. His baseline drive and then pass to Austin is stolen away by Bergen all the way to the bucket. Good defense by Austin Burgess as Bergen couldn't complete the fast break, and the battle for the rebound results in a jump ball. Possession arrow to South Christian.
Tough call there. It looked like one official was going to call a foul, and the outside official called a jump ball there. But either way, South gets it back.
You as a coach, did you like these low-scoring battles?
I like. I don't know if I liked them, but I felt comfortable in low-scoring games. As long as we were stopping them, I felt like we'll be okay. We'll drop a play. We'll hit a hook shot or something, But the games I felt helpless was when we couldn't stop them and they couldn't stop us. And then you just felt like, what is going on? I'm just watching this game.
Max Zichterman wheeling and dealing in the left baseline. Kick out to his brother Crew. Right point three. Rims out. Snatched out of the air by Ty Moody, who's back in the game for Catholic. Head right wing to Jordan McCoy. Uses the Moody screen. Tries to spin away from Flesk. Can't do it. Leaves for Watkins. 80 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
South's getting a little more spread out on defense, I feel like.
Watkins right elbow got away with a travel. No, they did call it.
South has had several wide open shots and just have not been able to get them down. And I think they're all good shots that they normally would make.
Who's getting the better looks in this game in your estimation?
I think there's no question South Christian is. Catholic Central struggling to get a shot. South just can't make a shot.
Two freshmen going head-to-head as South has Cruz Zickerman dribbling against Miles Bergen. They find Fless on the left wing. Good take to the bucket, and another teardrop by Josh Fless in the lane. Falls through. Big shot by Fless. He now has 9 to lead all scores. He'll go to the line with a chance to hit double figures and give South a 7-point lead.
That's our guy there. I don't know if it's Charles Barkley or Billy Pultz, the Whopper.
Billy Pultz? That's going way back.
But he's got a game that's easy to like. He's aggressive. He's good footwork. Moves well.
There's nobody out in the audience today other than me that would recognize the name Billy Pultz. Tim, you ever heard of Billy Pultz? Former
New York
Nets, right?
NBA, San Antonio Spurs, NBA and ABA, nicknamed the Whopper.
The Whopper, because he was shaped like a Whopper?
He was kind of a big burly guy.
28-21 after the Fless 3-point play. He's in double figures. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sailors led by as many as 11. Cougars have clawed back, and now South Christian has established again a 7-point lead. They force a turnover.
In their zone. South went to zone again, and Catholic Central just didn't look like they had a plan as to what they wanted to do there.
Turnover now. South Christian has the basketball against the press. Inbound to Fless. Hands off to Burgess. He breaks the timeline easily. Guns it left corner to Burgess.
Whoa.
Owen Burgess cans a 3-ball from the left corner, and the lead is back to 10, 20, 31-21. Good work by Austin Burgess, breaking that press with 24 seconds to go.
Big shot there. Didn't know if they were going to hold for one shot or not. If you miss that, then you're giving Catholic Central another opportunity they didn't have to have. But, boy, he stepped right up and knocked it in. Good-looking shot.
Sailors up by 10. They'll have a break now until next Monday, the 29th. They play at the Cornerstone Invitational against Schoolcraft. Rick, what was your feelings about playing games between Christmas and New Year's in college or high school?
Well, in basketball, you got to keep a rhythm going. You don't want to be off for too long. Obviously, kids want to enjoy the holidays, but some of our best practices were during the holiday breaks. You don't have school to worry about, and some guys, really kind of do better when all they can do is just focus on basketball. So I think it's important to keep the rhythm going. You don't want to get too out of shape or kind of out of your routine. At the same time, it is important that they spend time with their families.
24 seconds to go. Last shot time for Catholic Central. They trail by 10. They need a bucket here. Bergen finds an alley down the right side and knifes his way to the hole, off the glass and in. I like Carter Bergen. Good call on him. He's a good young player.
Solid player. Oh, geez, there's a foul. Oh, silly foul there.
Boy, they foul Owen Burgess in the backcourt, and I wonder if the player thought he had a foul to give.
I think he was going for a steal and just kind of got wrapped up in a bad way. Boy, that's not a foul you want to see happen. 7 seconds to go.
Owen Burgess, an outstanding slot receiver on the South Christian football team, being recruited, continue his athletic career on the gridiron. Gets the first free throw.
Stepping up big here.
Yeah.
3-pointer now, free throw.
Comes into the game averaging 6 points a game. Shooting 60% from the free throw line.
Coach Johnson got a sub at the scorer's table. Try to stop the clock here if he makes it, so Catholic Central can't get any kind of quick run out here with a short shot clock.
Burgess can't hit the second free throw. Rebounded by Watkins quickly into the front court with 3 seconds to go. Shakes and bakes, and he's fouled outside the arc, but that's okay because Sailors had one to give.
To me, that's good coaching. I mean, Coach Johnson got his guys well prepared. They knew they had a foul to give, and they used it wisely there. Now 2 seconds to go, a whole different situation.
Quick inbounds to Watkins. He'll launch from deep 3 on the left wing, around and out.
And, of course, he makes it, which is so much for coaching. But
that's the way the third quarter ends. 32-23, South Christian in the lead. They'll try to extend that lead and come away with a victory in the fourth quarter, just around the corner here on Michigan Sports Radio.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with autopay. Visit surfinternet.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
The furnace is free when you install an AC at Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time, 2 for the price of 1.
Service Professor, we'll fix it in a snap.
Westhouse Home Improvement is a family-owned operation since 1971. They specialize in sunroofs and screen roofs, replacement windows, decks, and other exterior remodeling. They remain committed to the basic principles that Westhouse Improvement was founded on. Wholesome work experience for employees that better the lives of the customers they serve. They offer high-quality service to you at a fair price. Visit Westhouse Home Improvement at westhousehome.com or search them on Facebook. Bob Sack alongside former Grand Valley head basketball coach Rick Wesley. As we start the fourth quarter, Tim Chenoweth alongside with our statistics tonight. Great to have you listening and watching on the Sailor Zone and Michigan Sports Radio. Thanks to Jeff Haverding for that text about Billy Pulse. There is somebody else out there besides me that remembers the former ABA star, besides Rick Wesley. Start the fourth, 32-23 Sailors. Back to that zone goes South Christian. McCoy probes it on the right wing. Stops between the circles and now to Bergen. Boy, it's just a stifling zone defense. McCoy gets a little bit of space at the free throw line. Launches a 15-footer, couldn't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Pinballed out along the sideline. Lott and Bergen couldn't control it. It's off Bergen, out of bounds, South ball.
I think 4 guys touched it. They all had fumble fingers and couldn't grab it.
Rick, you think the Cougars will get to 30?
It's going to be close. Yeah.
South Christian breaks the press. Zichterman to Burgess. Guns at right side. Moderman will launch a 3. That's short. Battle for the rebound. Bergen stepped on the line. Out of bounds. Stays with South. Good work by Crochelle to fight for that carom.
Seems like J.J. Moderman just hasn't gotten the ball in rhythm. Like even there, he was open and the ball was a little late getting to him. And just kind of throwing him off. He's due to make a 3 here pretty soon.
Burgess on a good inbounds play to Zichterman. Leaves to Moderman, right wing 3. No rebound. Pinballed again. Tipped out of bounds. Great work by who else? Caleb Crochelle.
Crochelle flying in there from the corner. Got a piece of that ball.
The little things, you won't see that in the box score, Rick Wesley, but that is a key play right there.
He is a scrapper. There's no question about that. Another out of bounds play here by Coach Johnson. See what he's got. A little lob to JJ in the paint. Couldn't quite secure it. Had to release back out.
Mark this game if South hangs on to win and continues with a strong run of the schedule. Caleb Crochelle's insertion in the starting lineup as perhaps a spark plug to get the team going.
Gives them a little bit more aggressiveness. Nice play by Zichterman.
Speaking of aggression, Max Zichterman with a good take along the right baseline, switched hands in the air and laid it in for his 5th point.
Strong finish. South now back in that zone, which is not what Catholic Central wants to face. They want to dribble drive, and the zone makes it hard for them to get in there.
6 minutes to go. Sailors by 11. Left point 3. Too strong by McCoy. Long rebound. Battled for, and Burgess came away with it and drew the foul.
And now they've got 3 team fouls to South Christian's. I guess South Christian does have 4 team fouls. This is key here now, South's ability to handle this press.
Inbounds to Moderman. Hands to Crochelle. And that's been the ticket to breaking it, although good play by Miles Bergen to poke it away into the hands of his brother Carter. Into the front court, Miles finds Watkins for an open 3. Left it short from the point. Tipped back out on the rebound. Swings it right corner to McCoy. He drives with a circus shot. That's short. Hit the bottom of the rim. Loose on the 4. There's Josh Fless recovering the fumble.
Yeah.
And a whistle and a timeout by South Christian. I tell you what, Rick, compared to last week, and I realize the opponents may be different, so it's always dangerous to compare on this 30-second timeout. South just playing harder, scrappy, gutty compared to last Friday.
I would agree. Sometimes, teams will let their offense dictate how hard they play on defense, and that can be frustrating for a coach. But I feel like tonight, even when South has gone through long stretches where their offense has been stagnant or ineffective, they've continued to focus here on the defensive end. And as you said, have kind of dominated the glass, paint area, loose balls, so on and so forth. So a lot of credit got to go to their guys for just being scrappy here tonight. Sometimes you got to win ugly.
Stay with MichiganSportsRadio.com all season long for high school basketball coverage every Friday night once we hit the new year. And check out the website for updates on stories and standings and schedules for your favorite team and your favorite league. That's all season long on Michigan Sports Radio.
Another full court opportunity here for South Christian.
Sailors struggle to get it in. And a whistle and a foul on McCoy, holding Max Zichter, or rather Owen Burgess, on the cut.
South has been releasing pressure by bringing a big guy back, and Catholic Central kind of adjusted to it that time. Get it into Burgess, now just clear the floor for him.
And he does yeoman's work to bring it across the timeline. Just hounded by Miles Bergen. Watch out for a 5-second call, but Burgess is able to shed the defender. Now he's hooked and held, and a whistle, timeout.
I don't understand why that's not hand checking in high school. Watching high school games this year, I feel like a lot of hand checking is allowed in high school more than it is even in college.
30 seconds. Check that full timeout taken by Taylor Johnson. He'll step aside, take one as well. South Christian up by 11, 5:22 to go. Back after this.
Hi, my name is Anna Wypich, the 2025 Miss Basketball. For athletes and busy students, getting your wisdom teeth removed can kind of seem like a big deal. But here at the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, they make it a comfortable experience. They also help with dental implants and tooth extractions. For great oral care when you need it, call the Center for Oral Surgery today.
For over 85 years, the Sobey Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor, specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. Sobey's been a part of all the big construction projects with the South Suburban Christian Schools, Dutton Christian, Byron Center, and South Christian. Give them a call for your interior dream to become a construction reality. South Christian with 5:12 to go in this fourth quarter, battling the press of Catholic Central. And really, Chris Pearl, Rick, hasn't played a lot of players. Those Cougars have been working hard, 94 feet. That could play a toll here in the final quarter.
I think this is sort of their game, though. They've been pretty good in their press.
Sailors beat it again, find Burgess for a long three, rattles in and out, but Josh Flush is there for the tip-in and the two.
And fouled.
And he was fouled. That's the fourth time he'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
He has had a nose for the ball.
Flesh with 12. He leads all scorers. Of course, he had the huge shots last week, a couple weeks ago against Holland Christian. 2 3-pointers late in the game that propelled South Christian to that thrilling win here against the Maroons.
6 rebounds for Flesh tonight. He's 12 points in this game is like 30 in some games.
He averages 9 coming into the game. 89% free throw shooter. Shows why on that one, and it's 37-23. Biggest lead of the night for South Christian. How many times have we seen Taylor Johnson's defense just absolutely befuddle an opponent over the years? Braylon Watkins with a running left-hander. That's short, but McCoy chases down the rebound, fouled in the corner by Zichterman. First team foul on the Sailors here in the fourth quarter.
Whether it's been their man or their zone, they've been equally effective. Now they're back to a zone here on the baseline out of bounds.
Watkins drives the lane, poked away by Fless, Zichterman on the run out all the way to the hole. Can't get the shot off, so leaves to Burgess, and Austin will circle it back out and start over. Hounded there by Tommy Jander. Nose checked into the game for Catholic Central. Moderman drives the right side of the lane, stripped by Miles Bergen. Back the other way comes Bergen. To his brother Carter. He'll set up with 4:13 to go, and that deliberate offense is going to have to pick up the pace here. That's Watkins open for a triple try from the right wing. Weak side rebound on the miss, controlled by Moderman. Inside of 4 to go here in the fourth quarter. Moderman double teamed at the right wing, stripped by Carter Bergen. Ahead on the run out to Braylon Watkins all the way to the bucket over Zichterman. He laid it in.
2 possessions in a row. Moderman not very strong with the ball, and as you get behind late, you get more and more aggressive, and Catholic Central certainly getting more and more aggressive here. Got to be strong with the ball. Got to take care of it.
Sailors had outscored Catholic 12-2 before that one. Here's a nice press break. Zichterman fires it over to a cutting Owen Burgess, streaking down the left side. He lays it in for his 9th point. It's 39-25. Left wing McCoy. Resets to Bergen. South in that zone. Sort of slows the tempo too, and that's not what Catholic can afford. 3-pointer on the way by Miles Bergen from the left corner, and that rattles home.
For the freshman, that might be a big shot for him as the season unfolds. They need another outside shooter. He might be their answer.
Inside of 3 minutes. 39-28 South Christian lead. Burgess with a good drive on the freshman Bergen. Drew contact. 4th team foul on the Cougars. And Rick, this one's probably going to come down to free throw shooting for South.
It sure has. And not turning the ball over. Free throw shooting. Press break. I'd be tempted here if I was South to just have a really long possession. See if just can't get that clock running here.
Caleb Crochelle along Austin Burgess, Josh Fless, Max Zichterman, and Owen Burgess, the 5-some for South Christian.
Yeah, they got them spread out pretty good, South now.
Owen Burgess bottled up in the corner, dumps it right block to Fless, who hits a cutting Owen Burgess.
Doing it all.
Josh Fless with a great find on
Bill Walton in the post.
Burgess is cut.
Oh, he's on the floor, and he's tackling another one. Got another fumble.
All right, so you just compared him to Bill Walton, who was 6'11" and a spindly frame. He's got the Charles Barkley comparison. He's got the Bill Walton comparison. This guy does it all, right?
He's featured a lot of different tools here tonight. That was a sweet pass out of the low post.
Hey, here's the bottom line. His mother was an All-American high school player and a great player at Central Michigan, right?
Yeah, that helps those genes, a good gene pool. Another press opportunity here. Burgess. Finally, okay, they finally got a hand checking call. I think that's one of the few they've gotten. Now, as you said, they've got to make these free throws here down the stretch.
2:07 to go. Austin Burgess to the line. He's a 75% shooter from there. Just 2 points tonight. Averages 6 coming into the game. He's got a chance to likely add to the scoring totals here in the final 2 minutes.
Interesting, just looking at the bench is much different vibe with the South Christian bench. Seems like they're, and probably why they're ahead, they're into the game. They're kind of wired up. They're standing up, encouraging each other.
Rick,
Catholic Central looks a little defeated. It's had a tough stretch here so far.
To that end, Catholic played East Grand Rapids on Tuesday. South had the Tuesday off. How much does that help to have a week to prepare for this one as Watkins slices down the lane and scoops it with the left hand and in for 2?
I think the best preparation is to win your previous game. If you win, if it's 2 games before, I think that helps you. If you didn't play, maybe get an added rest. But boy, winning a game, I think, helps you more than anything else.
Burgess Surveying is a privately owned company that has been serving the West Michigan community and state of Michigan for over 15 years. They perform a wide variety of surveying services, whether you are a homeowner who's looking to establish your property lines or a large commercial contractor. Burgess Surveying will fulfill your needs efficiently and timely. They strive to build long-lasting professional relationships built on trust with each of their clients. They're located in downtown Byron Center. Give them a call. You'll be sure to have a great experience. That's Burgess Surveying. Some of this crowd starting to file out of South Christian High School now. Sailors off till Monday the 29th. They'll be at Cornerstone University for a tilt with Schoolcraft.
Another press offense opportunity, full court defense set by Catholic Central. A little different look again by South. Oh, crazy. Okay, there's a good pass.
Sailors break the press. Zichterman into the front court. Sets up Crochelle. Up by 12 with a minute 45 to go. Austin Burgess with the handles. Finds a wide open Dax Blackport underneath. Lays it in over Jordan McCoy. Great find by Austin Burgess. Averages 6 assists a game. There he showed why.
Oh, long three there by McCoy versus the zone. And right back to their full court press.
Back to an 11-point lead. Rochelle set to Blackport. Better hurry here on the timeline. Cruz Zichterman does get it across. Threw it to Blackport. That's over and back. Or Crochelle. I think he left. I think the ball was thrown and Crochelle had never established position in the front court. He was in the air.
I think that's a good call.
Good defensive turnover forced there by Catholic.
If Catholic Central could score more, it would help them to get their full court press set up. That's probably where they're most effective, but just their inability to score is limited how many times they can get into that full court press.
Yeah, the Cougars hit 30. We wondered about that for a good portion of this game. Right side, McCoy launches a three and buries it. Jordan McCoy with back-to-back triples, and the lead is down to 8 with 60 seconds to play. Cougars won't go away. Moderman trapped in the backcourt, finds an open Owen Burgess, and they beat the timeline. Austin Burgess to Moderman, high post, had Fless underneath, didn't see him.
A little keep away here now.
45 seconds to go. Zichterman cross court, and a tired Catholic Central team is forced to foul Owen Burgess with 43 seconds to go. And a couple more free throws here ought to salt this one away for South Christian.
It's a much needed bounce back win for South Christian, and just another tough game for Catholic Central. Like I say, their schedule has been difficult, and their inability to score is really catches up with them in these games. McCoy hit 2 back-to-back threes here late in the game. Shot looked good, I think, as early in the game. He's just got to let it go a little bit more.
Good, really good second half from Owen Burgess. He's made some big shots, hit some free throws, and now has tallied 13 points to lead all scorers, along with Josh Fless with 13. 10-point lead. Watkins has his shot deflected by Moderman. Oh, going down hard, skying for that rebound and sort of getting entangled with a couple other players was Max Zichterman. He bounces right back up.
Bounced up angry. Guys tried to help him. He was upset.
I think he actually bounced off Josh Fless, actually. A whistle and a foul.
I think that was Watkins' 5th foul. So I think
Braylon Watkins fouls out with just 10 points, and boy, he had to work for those 10, didn't he?
He sure did.
33 seconds to go. Max Zichterman to the charity stripe. Hits the first. Zichterman, a 73% shooter from the line. Fless and Moderman, best free throw shooters amongst the Sailors starting lineups. Got them both. 12-point lead, 30 seconds to go. South Christian on their way to the 4th win. McCoy into traffic at the free throw line, but drew contact. 25 seconds to go. It's not what Taylor Johnson wanted there.
No.
Foul was on the floor, though, as that's only the 2nd team foul. Peter App, a junior for Catholic Central, now into the basketball game. He replaced Watkins when he fouled out. Long three from the right wing by McCoy. That's well short. App chases it down. Carter Bergen knifes his way into the lane. Scoop shot no good. 13 seconds to go. Taylor Johnson calls a timeout. Up by 12 with 11 seconds.
Yeah,
Tell me why that timeout is called.
He just didn't want to turn it over. It looked like his player was in trouble there on the baseline. Maybe he was going to get trapped. You want to finish the game on a positive. You might end up playing again here as the season unfolds. I'm not quite sure if they do, but they could face each other in the tournament again.
Stay with us after the game for the Sobey Company post-game show. Take a quick break and wrap this one up with Rick Wesley's final thoughts. Get our player of the game. And also give you all the final stats.
Love the look of South Christian. They'll huddle in there. They're tight together. Look like a very cohesive unit. No quit in there. They're going to continue to have good success, I think.
Give us a forecast for this team 6 weeks from now. Where do you see them?
Well, I saw them at their very best, I think, in the Grand Rapids Christian game, where they really came out with a lot of confidence and a lot of belief. And, they've been set back a little bit. I don't think they're back to that point yet, but they'll get there.
Sailors are going to win this one 48-36. The clock winds down, and that's the way it'll finish. South Christian with an impressive 48-36 win tonight over their arch rival Grand Rapids Catholic Central. Sailors move to 4-1. Catholic Central falls to 1-3. We'll take a break. Come back and wrap this one up. Give you all the final scoring totals here on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone. Don't go away. Sobey.
Weingard's is bringing a new level of convenience with their at-home maintenance service. That's right, they come to you. Their expert technicians roll up to your driveway with genuine parts and trusted care. No loading, no drop-offs, just winning service that keeps your equipment running strong season after season. Don't sit on the sidelines. Schedule today at Weingards.com and experience the Weingards way.
Weingards, everything from road to snow.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
For exceptional oral care from Grand Rapids to Reed City, trust the Center for Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. With 2 convenient locations in Rockford and Grand Rapids, we make even complex procedures seem easy. Whether you need wisdom teeth removed, multiple tooth extractions, or a dental implant consultation, we offer flexible scheduling. Our team works seamlessly with your general dentist to provide safe and accessible care. Call us today at 616-361-7327 or visit GrandRapidsOralSurgery.com.
We'll fix it in a snap.
You hear that? That's Service Professor fixing your drain, sewer, plumbing, electrical, heating, or cooling, and fixing it in a snap.
Service Professor will fix it in a snap.
Get ahead of the holidays with Surf Fiber Fast Internet. Get all the speed you need, plus the perks you deserve, like free installation, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. Get Fiber Fast Internet today. Plans start as low as $30 a month with AutoPay. Visit surfinternet.com.
Welcome back to South Christian High School and the Sobey Post Game Show. Bob Sack alongside Rick Wesley, former Grand Valley State coach, after South Christian rolls to a 48-36 win tonight over the Catholic Central Cougars. Sailors improved to 4-1 on the season. Catholic Central falls to 1-3. Individual scoring totals tonight, South Christian led by 2 players with 13 points, Owen Burgess and Josh Fless, both with strong second halves as Fless tallied 9 points in the second half, while Burgess had 10. Max Zichterman added 7, 4 apiece for Caleb Crochelle, Austin Burgess, and Dax Blackport, a couple each for Peyton Kuhl and Crew Zichterman. For Catholic Central, their 2 stars did reach double figures. Jordan McCoy with 12, Braylon Watkins with 10, 6 from Carter Bergen, 5 from Ethan Lott, and 3 from Miles Bergen. Team stats tonight, Rick?
Well, the rebounding total was 23 for both teams, so that no real advantage there either way. Turnovers, 12 for South Christian, 13 for Catholic Central. The big difference was the field goal percentage. South Christian certainly didn't light it on fire, but they shot 44%, and Catholic Central shot 27% for the game. And it's hard to win when you shoot 27%. So a lot of credit's got to go to South Christian's defense. Both their man-to-man defense and their zone equally effective. Really held the big 2 down for Catholic Central. And I thought that was the difference in the game. They had just enough offense there in the second half with Burgess and Fless and Zichterman hitting a couple shots to stretch it out and win the game.
Sailors led 19-16 at the half and then used a little spurt there at the start of the third quarter to create some separation. Fless with some key buckets, Owen Burgess as well, driving that push there in the third quarter. But I think you're right. I think it was the defense. I think it was the ability to switch man-to-man to zone. How much did that factor into its confusion on the part of Catholic Central?
You know, it's really hard to sometimes evaluate that. Sometimes even when they make a shot, you had some added benefit because now the next time they're coming down, they're a little more hesitant. They're looking. They're trying to process what you're in. But certainly they were effective in both of them. At no point did Catholic Central really look like they had a real answer. So, some guys like to stick to plan B all the time. I was always a plan A and having a plan B a little bit. And that worked well for South Christian, I thought, tonight.
Our Westhouse Home Improvement Player of the Game, as picked by Rick Wesley tonight, goes to...
Yeah, the big man, Josh Fless, I thought was just really tremendous. He had good stats. He statted well. But, he got on the floor, played really good defense, had some good catches in the low post, passed out of the low post, really held his own, really kind of dominated his part of the floor. So hats off to him. He had a really solid game.
And I thought Owen Burgess off the bench tonight. Sometimes when a kid gets relegated, if you want to call it that, to the bench after starting, he doesn't respond well. That was not the case. Both that change of Crochelle giving them a spark in the early going and then Burgess off the bench in the second half really proved to be a wise move and a good move for Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, no question. And who knows how the season is going to unfold. That might go back and forth. Both of them are certainly going to play a lot. But, a lot of credit's got to go into Owen Burgess for having the right attitude and preparing himself properly to come in when he got his chance and really do something to impact the game.
All right, so that'll do it. South Christian wins at 48-36. They rolled in the girls' game 73-45, so a doubleheader sweep tonight for the Sailors over their rival Catholic Central Cougars tonight. That'll do it for Kurt Copeland, who handled our color analysis during the girls' game. Rick Wesley, great to have you with us. Terrific job today. Tim Chenoweth always with a super job on the stats. Fun to bring it to you tonight. Glad you could join us and watch and hear this one tonight from South Christian High School. Thanks to Brock Conkle as well for his work as executive producer at Michigan Sports Radio, and Todd Scrotenborough here at South Christian for his engineering help in tonight's broadcast. Have a wonderful Christmas, a Merry Christmas to all of you. Enjoy the holidays and look forward to a great high school basketball season as we turn the calendar from 2025 to 2026. That'll do it. Again, from South, this is Bob Sack saying so long from South Christian. Final score tonight, the girls, South Christian wins 73-45. The boys also goes to the Sailors, 48-36. So long, everybody. Have a great weekend.